Welcome back to Just Off the Plate. We are live. Welcome to a new season and another episode. It's episode 97. He is Armando. My name is Cody. Joining us tonight, we got a couple guys. They just won their inaugural seasons, and that's about the only thing they have in common. From the THA Rockhounds, Jimmy Rivera, HBA's and Naturals, Corey Melton. Guys, thanks for being here, and congrats on your seasons and your championship.
Oh, appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, first time weeknight champion, right?
Yep.
And for HBA, and first time winner for the inaugural season for THA, man.
Yeah, first one.
And a new team, right? The Rockhounds. Corey, we know you've been around. Rockhounds recently formed, right?
Yeah, it was one of those things where I decided to get a team that nobody's ever heard of as far as like the leagues go.
Mhm.
You know, everybody's always something this and that. You know, nobody's ever heard of the Rockhounds in the league. So picked it up out of a minor league. I think it was somewhere in Texas.
Well, I mean, there's no better place to do it, right?
It was fun.
Minor league teams, what great names they have.
Oh man, beautiful ones.
Naturals is a minor league team.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Northwest Arkansas Naturals. The
Is
Kansas
it really?
City Royals
Midland.
affiliate.
There you go. Midland Rockhounds.
Midland.
Yeah, Oakland A's.
And your old team, weren't
River
they?
Dogs.
Yeah, they were.
The Yankees.
That's right. Yep.
Mhm.
hmm
A lot of these
Back
teams
in the
are named
day.
like that, yeah.
Yep.
A lot
That's,
of these teams.
Aaron Judge actually played for the River Dogs.
Okay.
Yep.
And that was after because you were the Bayou Dogs, right?
That was before I joined. Yep.
Okay. You know, because I was thinking about that. You know, Armando and I, we call ourselves the godfathers of HBA because we were there for the inaugural 2016-17 season.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, were you there then or?
In fall 2018.
Okay.
Is this for HBA?
So it was NABA
Never.
at the time, right?
Yeah, because I played back in the days too, and it was when I played with the Lookouts.
Right.
Yeah,
That
it was
was the
Sunday
Sunday,
competitive.
which was I think they're a year before the Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's when our president
Took
played.
over.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
he
no, that's
played.
when he played.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
So we got Texas Thunder in the house. We got Josue in the house. We got Mr. David in here. So bottom right, it's gonna get you hard to get used to there.
Yeah. So we're trying something new, huh? We're on a new platform.
New platform.
Yeah.
You know, so we'll see how it goes.
Oh,
It's
so
a
kind of in the
1080p.
studio.
It's a 1080. What do you say?
Pete, Pedro,
Is
like
it-
should have been the Sultanas in the studio. Hey man, look, bro, you know I
Well,
love you, dog,
you-
but don't be hating right now.
I know. Don't be hating on Corey. Corey won it fair and square, bro.
He won it, bro.
Hey, they put up a good fight though. So
If you-
I'll
if
give
you-
them that.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was a it was a rocky season for the Sultanes. I mean, they did get first place, right? But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether you're first place or last seed. It's whoever wins the championship, man.
You know?
They came a long way. I'm sure you saw the video of me saying they were in last place.
Can you explain it? Because we were just talking about that, right? So Sultanes made that video. If you guys haven't seen it, that said where me and Cody were kind of joking at them leaving the HHL league to go to the HBA weeknight league, and they were in first or second place.
Well, they were. I think first place.
first place, right?
Still had a chance to win the championship in HHL. But then it's like they abandoned that and went over to HBA weeknight.
And they were like in last place.
I think they forfeited one of the playoff games
Yeah, they did.
for
Yeah,
HHL.
yeah,
Really?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they forfeited. I mean, they left, right? But they start like already were a few games in the season, and they were like in last place. So we were talking shit, like, "Hey,
Okay,
you guys,
I wasn't talking shit. You may have been talking shit. Let's clarify that.
Nah,
I'm looking
Mondo.
at stats.
Nah,
I'm looking at
Mondo.
stats. But look,
Which-
it was early on in the season, right?
it was."
So there was only like 3 or 4 games, right? And so they were last place. And I mentioned that. But then they used that as motivation, right? They made a video, and dude, they just started winning game after game after game.
Yes.
You know what? It's crazy because sometimes it's like that. You know, like when we had a game with Thunder, and we was playing the what team was that? I don't know. They were in last place, and they haven't won not one game. I think it was a couple seasons ago. The I don't know.
Bandits. Bandits.
No, not the Bandits. It's BJ was on that team. Whatever it was, they were winning 8-0 in the first inning.
Yeah.
So that's the day we got kicked out of Mall.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, there was like, hey, everybody's getting on, hey man, we gotta do that. I'm like, man, shut the fuck up. We're gonna do this. Let's go. It's first inning. Like, come on, first inning, let's go. what happens, I hit a home run, everybody starts hitting, I mean, I didn't want to put that out there, but I did. But we ended up winning
You
like
were the
10 or
spark,
something.
sir. You were the spark.
Well, everybody got in it.
Sure.
Everybody was, like, okay, let's do this. Ended up winning the game. So it was pretty good.
This was a HHL game?
No, HBA.
Oh, HBA. Okay.
It's
yeah.
never
Okay.
till it's never over till it's over,
It's
man.
not.
It's I've been on the winning side of being down 10 runs, 12 runs and shit and coming back in the
Mhm.
ninth inning. So, that's why I always tell everybody, no disrespect, but whether I'm up 10 runs, I'm gonna fucking steal. Like I'm gonna tell my team to keep going because you just don't fucking know. You just don't know, man.
What's even funnier
Yeah.
about that video is when we started the show, they weren't last, but they were playing a game at that time. They won the game, and at the end of the show, they were not in last place.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and that's what was funny because that's what I was explaining to Corey. I was like, "Hey, man, like, it was us talking shit to them, right? To Sultanes, and he thought we were talking about the Naturals, right? And I was like, no, man. Surprisingly, I did not say that about the Naturals. I said that about the Sultanes.
You definitely have talked some shit, so that's why I was like,
I don't think he has anything more to say about you guys.
No, and I have. Corey knows it. And I've said I'm just a shit talker, right? I'm just gonna say, but at the end of the day, I hope that people use that as motivation, right? Like, hey, fuck these motherfuckers, I'm gonna prove them wrong, which is what the Sultanas did. That's why they put that team that put that video together to say, hey, man,
Yeah.
These guys got it fucking wrong, which we did, and
But they don't need us to do that. We know they're a good team, and I figured they were going to do that anyway.
yeah.
Well, as long as the person that's doing the shit talking, that how they are, and they don't mean it in a
it's
hurtful way.
Well, I still contend it's not shit talking. I'm just reading off some stats. That's all
Yeah.
I'm doing.
to be fair, the Naturals started out 1-3, right?
Oh, did
We
they?
ended 11-4, but we started out 1-3. We were in last place at one point in the summer weeknight league.
Wow.
Well, same thing with Bobby. The team that he
Oh,
took
yeah.
over was like
Tornadoes,
0 and-
right?
Yeah, Tornadoes.
Yeah, turn it
It
around.
was like 0-6 or 0-7 or something like that, and they turned it around and won like 5-6 games straight. I mean, I thought it was a good job by him.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
No, it was in THA. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why he won Manager of the Year, right?
Yeah, well
Yeah.
deserved.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
well
agree. I mean, he turned that that team around, and then you start to have the balance, right? Because both of you guys manage the team, right? Each team, and so you have to go. There's going to be a little bit on the players and a little bit on the manager, right?
Mhm.
And I always say, like, to me, if you put the right people on the you do your lineup and you put the right people on, and you pull the pitcher when he needs to be pulled, or if the pitcher does well or whatever. As long as you leave him in there, you don't leave him in there too long. That's a managerial
Yeah.
issue, right? But you put the right players, motherfucker. I put you to hit, and you fucking struck out. You went 0 for 4. What the? Why isn't that my fucking problem? We lost. All you motherfuckers went 0 for 4. When in
Mhm.
reality you shouldn't have. You got beat. You didn't play smart.
Well, sometimes we have those type of games
Yeah.
where you can be the best team in the league, but then at that day, that time, you're not.
Yeah, you're not.
And that's baseball.
Right.
That's
Yep. It's like what happened to us on Saturday.
Yeah. Damn, we got our ass kicked, dude. God damn. It was like an ass. And usually it's a really good game with the Redbirds, but that goddamn, it was like, fuck, we shouldn't even went out there. I felt like it was we were rec league going against fucking
The Redbirds do look like they got a pretty good team, though.
They do. No, but
They always look like that.
They
But-
always
yeah.
have a
and
good
like I
team,
mean, like
yeah.
to me they didn't make that much improvement from last year. And last year was a 1-0 game. The game before that, it was a 13 inning game and we pulled it off with 1 run. You know what I mean? So it's always been super competitive. That game was totally opposite. It was like, okay, so we're just gonna forget about what happened today. Let's
Yeah.
just let's pretend we didn't even show up today.
And you
Yeah.
take it as a life experience. It happens.
Yeah.
Well,
It's-
we can get into that game, but Tim was there and he
Yeah.
didn't pitch last season
No, he
in the
didn't.
game that we played.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't. But I mean, the thing is that game. That Ron Burgundy was says that escalated quickly.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what the fuck happened to us. That escalated fucking quickly. Those guys came out like 3 home runs in like less than 2 innings, right? Like two.
Well, yeah, they got 8 runs in 2 innings. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that escalated very quickly.
No.
and we still trying to fight, but when you have Tim on the mound, it just
yeah,
can't do
you're
it.
already in a hole. You're like, well,
Yeah.
let's just try and stay cool the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out of the heat.
Get out
And
of
then
the
when
heat.
he knows he's up like that, he's just gonna cruise.
Oh yeah. Heck
He's just
no.
gonna throw a pitch just to get you out. Not
Yeah.
really trying to strike you out, just
No.
get you out.
I think at the last inning he started throwing sidearm. I'm like, okay, so
man,
try new
Tim,
shit.
why you do that to him,
Yeah,
bro?
no shit. I'm like, oh, bro, you just trying new shit. He's like,
He'll say
That's
they.
like me going lefty.
Yeah,
Like, let me go up there lefty now.
I was like, bro, is he gonna go right-handed now and shit? Like, just hey, let me give you guys a chance here.
He'll say we did it to ourselves because of the score.
No, we
Probably.
did. We did. I mean, they pitched a hell of a game. They did a hell of a game. But let's go back to the weeknight league here.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
Championship
Let's get this shit going here. What do you think? Because you Corey, you played in Sunday, HBA, Saturday HBA. I mean, you're one of the you had the River Dogs, one of the original teams, not the very very original teams, but one of the original teams in the early seasons. You've kind of been in all of them. What do you think made the difference this season?
As far as the Naturals being able to pull through with a win.
Yeah, get championship. Yeah.
So I honestly think it was our roster depth. I mean,
Okay.
we had like 22 guys on the roster, and it was accidental. We started out, had a good group of guys, and a lot of solid guys started reaching out saying, "Hey, I'm ready to play." And I said, "Well, let's do it," and
Yeah.
and I told the guys early on, I said, "Look, we've got all the pieces that we need to win this. So I'm going to do my job as a manager to put those pieces together. And if you guys do your job, then we're going to win it." And so, yeah, I didn't have anything less than 15 guys at a single game during the weeknight league season. Yep.
Yeah,
And
that makes a difference.
so
Yeah.
you got guys
Big
who are
time.
well rested. We had like 12 different pitchers, so we had a
Oh,
lot of
shit.
depth on the mound. And then, I mean, they were hitting.
Yeah.
And we batted 9 guys the whole season.
Did you really?
Yep.
With 15 guys, you better 9 guys.
Yep, and we would rotate in. For the most part, everybody got at bats every game, but there were like crucial players who were just there for defense, and we talked about that early on. Sorry for the squeaks.
It's all good. No, but that's good, right? You got a 15-man roster. Then you're like, hey, man, you got a solid defense. Your offense is not so well, or you got a guy. Hey, your offense is great, but your defense is not so good. Or I got a little bit somebody. Maybe your defense, your offense not that as well, but there's somebody who's there a little bit better, right?
Right.
You normally, you would be in that spot, but hey, I got better guys there. Which we maybe not you, Jimmy, but maybe us here, maybe us on this side have experienced that, right? Like, hey, man, there's a better third baseman, there's a better second baseman, there's a better outfielder, right? It is what it is, right? Nothing you can do. But I know you know what that is.
No, I had that problem because like I pitch too, right? And there's days where I can feel like I'm not doing good. I took myself out of games before because there's somebody else in there, and I'm not the type that's just gonna give up a game for the team just because my ego or something like that. I took myself out. Let somebody else better pitch. I mean, somebody's always out there that'll do better. He may not be better as like athletic or as a stat or whatever, but that day he's gonna be better than you. And sometimes people need to recognize that.
Yeah, and I think that's what sometimes there's a picture that you'd be like, hey, man, that dude is ace, and then just today's not that day, or the other teams it's their day. It's just their day. He might be pitching his best, but they just have a better day than they are. That's the way it goes, man. And you have to you have to be able to recognize that. Certainly I have shit. I'm moved from short to second, and there's times where I'm like, hey, man, go play second. I don't even want to play. I haven't even had an at bat or a defense in these 2 games because I've just been sitting there doing the fucking book and shit.
Having 15 guys show up at a game, that's such a powerful tool as a manager, right?
Mhm.
As a manager, you want to see all these guys because then you can actually manage a game,
Yeah.
right? Like MLB, like you can pick and choose, you can sub, pinch run, do whatever you want. If a guy gets hurt, you have a backup. But as a player, you want to see 9 guys because it's like, hey, I'm going to bat 3 or 4 times.
Sometimes you might give any more than that.
Yeah, it's
Honestly,
true.
though, the synergy on the team was awesome. Nobody complained about playing time. Nobody complained about
Awesome.
how often they were hitting. And I mean, whenever you had those big hits, I mean, you had a full crowd, 19 guys in the dugout yelling, right?
Wow.
So it was super awesome to have that many guys. And I'll say also, like, we were able to get Tristan Zarella's brother. He literally just came home from college. He was pitching at Tennessee Tech, D1, throwing 90, sitting 90 pretty consistently, hitting 92. So we did have a ton of help. What I will say, though, with the Sultanes, they were on him. Like,
Really?
they
They
could
love
hit
fastball.
him well.
They love fastballs.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what I
So-
say about people. Like, it don't matter how hard you throw.
Yep.
If you put it right there, somebody's gonna hit it.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah, and sometimes these college players come in and they're like, oh, this is an old man's league, and then they throw it there, and that's why we said you probably, and you know this, Corey, like the effective player is the crafty pitcher. I'm sorry, right? Is the one that's gonna throw you that change up, knuckleball, slide, whatever. It's that slow shit where you're like waiting, and then you get underneath it. And if you're a good batter, you'll adapt, right? You'll adapt to it and just kind of sit back or move up in the plate, whatever you got to do. But adapt to it. But yeah, Sultanas loves the fastball.
Yep.
Well, that's the mentality, right, of a young guy who can throw really hard. I'm just going to throw my fastball. Nobody can hit it, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's not the case. There's a lot of talent in these leagues.
Oh
you
yeah.
know?
And the other thing too, it's not only hitting the fastball, but hitting the fastball where the gloves are not, right? Because I've seen games where like you fucking hitting the fastball, but they're long outs. They're like, oh yeah, you hit it fucking deep, but it's an out.
It's an out.
It's an out. So, but I've been on the receiving end of the Sultanes where like I'm like, God damn, bro, you guys are playing pepper here, man, without trying to hit the fucking guy. You're literally peppering the fucking ball everywhere. So
and that was kind of part of our strategy going into the playoff game against the Sultanes. So I started, and aside from hitting a couple of guys and walking them, I only gave up 2 hits. Right.
Okay.
And if I had just continued to throw strikes, I think I probably could have gone a good 5 innings, and then we were going to switch over to Tyler. Going from 65, 70 miles an hour on my side to 92.
Yeah.
Even though they
big
could hit it
difference.
well, they were already kind of off balance from me. So
Yeah, because I see that here. He got the win. Is he a starting pitcher?
yes.
Okay. But he was okay with just coming in after you, kind of like you were going to use him as your closer.
So we discussed it early on. I said, hey, do you want the bump? And he's like, no, like you or someone else go ahead and take it, and then I'll come in and shut it down. So he did his job. And then we were also fortunate enough to get Luis.
Yeah, so I see that here. It's like, all right, well, if Tyler sounds like a great pitcher, well, then Luis pitched also, which Armando knows he's a really great pitcher.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
How do you know?
He's fucked up my batting average.
No, like Luis in the Friday night season, he was phenomenal pitching. Yep.
Yeah, and it's funny because we faced him in the opening season of the Friday Night League, and he goes, I'm gonna get you guys next time. I said, nah, man, chill. Don't worry about it, bro. You don't have to fucking, be all angry about it. Just fucking be fine, man.
So that season, we actually beat the Polar Bears 2 of the 3 games in regular season, and then we were slated to play them the first round of playoffs. And he shut our asses down. 2 hits through, I think he threw 8 innings. Actually, he might have threw the complete game, but we got 2 hits, a double and a home run.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, he's a great pitcher, man, and he's a great athlete too, man. I mean, he can hit, he can play the field. He's tracked down. He plays center field. I see him track down some good base, some good flyouts.
And if those guys weren't enough, you throw in Chris McRae.
And and Chris was honest, like he was lights out.
I mean,
most of the season.
Yeah, 4 strikeouts, an inning and a third.
Yep.
0 walks, only 1 hit.
Yeah, no, Chris was a huge help. Yeah, so we were pretty stacked with the arms, and Chris was just out there having fun. Part of his, him joining up on the weeknight league, he wanted to get reps elsewhere, and so we stacked up on pitching, but definitely utilized him as much as we could in key scenarios. So
they actually out hit you guys 10-9, but it looks like you put up a 4 spot in the 7th. Yep, and then. Top of the 9th, 2 outs. We had a runner on third, and the runner was Tristan Zarella. He said, "Hey, if he's still throwing from the windup, I'm stealing home." I said, "Let's do it." And they happened to call time to go talk to their pitcher, so we went ahead and talked with D'Anthony. We're like, "Hey, he's coming home," and so we're like, "Just put the bunt down and then pull it back. We're just trying to keep the catcher back." The ball beat him there all day, but it was dropped.
Oh wow!
And that was the game winner.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that was the game winner.
You got 2 in the 9th, right?
Yeah,
2
so
runs.
Right after that, D'Anthony got a single right between short and third, and Luis scored. Yep. So that proved to be the game winner. Not a walk-off because you weren't home, right? Correct. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
Pedro just said, "Hey, Corey, tell them the guys that you stole home in the 8th." Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, it's and that's what you're looking for in a championship game, right? That kind of like athleticism, right? Like just some, like I
spark.
The spark, man. Like I still remember the with the Aztecas, right? I think you hit a fucking double, you steal third,
Third.
and then we do like a suicide fucking squeeze or something.
The best bunt I've ever seen anybody put. So it was like a hit and run bunt.
Yeah,
You know, he didn't swing, but the ball was high. He jumped up,
yeah.
bunted the ball, and got it down.
And he got home and we
Yeah.
walked it off, and it's one of those things where that's what I love to see. This is what I like to go to these championship games, to see that kind of like just the shit they use. I mean, it's okay you see the MLB, fuck, but to see us still doing that
Yeah.
shit, like, it's fucking badass, dude. Because at the end of the day, we get to walk, show it off, and whether it's here on just off the plate or whatever on people's own Facebook page or whatever, but be able to share that and say, dude, I did that shit. You know what I mean? I wasn't even in MLB.
A lot of guys are still out here. You know, they love playing the game. They just love the game. So the passion that everybody has out here, and still trying to do it at a high level.
Yeah.
You know, it feels good. You know what I mean? Especially, taking the time off from work, your original life. To
Yeah.
get out and do something that you love and play with people that love the same game and love the same competitiveness. Yeah, I love that. I love that part of baseball.
Yeah, and that's what it does. The community comes together, and like we talk about all the fucking time. Today we're teammates. Tomorrow we're enemies, right? Because we're on
Yeah.
different sides of the field.
During the game, don't yeah. You my boy, but hey,
You're not wearing the right
I'm gonna
colors.
kick your ass.
Yeah, exactly, dude. One of the videos that cracks me up is the one with Choice and Isaiah. Oh my god, that shit was fucking.
I watched that like 20 times, bro. Like, it's laughing about it.
Dude, did you see it? Oh, okay.
Nope.
All right. So
Oh.
you're okay. So we'll explain to these guys. So what it is, it's Isaiah pitching, right? And it's Choice being Choice, right? Talking shit, and he's like, "Come on, pitch that shit. Oh, you won't throw that shit. You won't
Throw
throw
it
that
over the
shit.
plate.
Throw it over the plate." Quickly. And he was just like dogging him, like, "Hey man, throw that weak ass shit." And Alo's behind the plate. That's who caught the video,
Yeah.
right? Alo's behind the plate. Alo cast, right? And man, he threw him some shit, and then he got a fastball by him, man, and he struck him out. And Isaiah was pumped up. I'm that dog. I'm that dog.
Oh man.
And you just-
And it could have happened either way.
Yes.
Choice could have probably hit a bomb off him, and
Yes.
Choice would have been saying Choice. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
But
yeah.
both of them are like
Yes.
competitors. You know what I mean? And to see it like that, it was just like one of those things that you got to see again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Did I miss something? Let me see it again.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
it
man.
was great. And what I like about it is that it stayed on the field. Luckily,
Oh,
these
yeah.
guys are really good friends, right?
Yeah.
They're teammates, right? So, but that's what I always say, man. Like, it's okay to talk shit on the fucking field, but just leave it there. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Let's talk shit with the bat, with
Yeah.
the ball. Like let's leave it right there. It's not personal. It's nothing. It's like, yeah, okay, you shook me out, motherfucker. Like, let's go. And like, I had a teammate last week. He heard the pitcher. Somebody go, hey man, right field, come in. He's a lefty. And it just got to him. It just got to him. He's like, oh yeah, tell that motherfucker to come in. And like, and he was pissed. And the pitcher ended up getting the best of him. I think he struck him out. And like you said, he could have got it, but he didn't. And for me, I always get into some of that, but I play down like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, call him in, and then I hope I hit one.
Yeah,
But it's still fun to see that shit, man. And that's what makes it entertaining, man.
it is.
Do you try to
was
go that way?
entertaining.
Am I trying to go that way?
If you see him come in, are you trying to go that way? Do you change your approach?
Well, because they'll usually tell you it's your pull side, right? So yeah, I would say, yeah, fuck it.
Well, at least the first couple strikes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you get 2 strikes, then you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
first couple, I'm
Yeah,
trying to
I
go
agree
over
with
there.
that. I agree with that. Yeah, because
Yeah, but you do a 2-strike approach as soon as you get in the box, right?
depends with Luis. Yes,
Depends on the pitcher. Huh?
yeah. But Luis, I get in there like, oh, this motherfucker. I'm gonna start with my 2-strike approach here. But yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I would try to hack the shit out of it. Like it was when I was going against the hot shots, right? I'm trying to fucking have something to talk about. You know what I mean? Against them, and they're tough pitching. And when you go against a good pitcher, no different than Tim Jones or any of those great fucking pitchers out there.
Ricky.
Like Ricky, exactly, Ricky. Like one that's the one that's been around a while. He's on your team. What's his name? Lefty.
Oh, Matt Reckhammer.
Yeah, Matt. Right. Like I've only faced Matt a couple times. I got a couple good hits off of him, but he's also got me a couple times too. But it's one of those things. He's just he's a lefty, so just the ball moves, and he's a crafty guy, especially if he has a good catcher back there. He lost a little bit of velo, but he's still crafty. So you just don't know. But I love facing those type of pitchers, right? It challenges you.
Oh, yeah.
But it's so let me ask you something. On how many wins did you get? How many championships did you get with the
We just
Bayou
got
Dogs.
one with the River Dogs.
Really? For some reason, I thought you guys were like, was it you guys had really good seasons? And just only won one championship? Is that what it was?
Yep, we made playoffs pretty much every season, but I think the last season or two, before we went ahead and disbanded, we didn't make it. So,
Wow, it's interesting because I remember you guys were hot, man. You guys were hot, and it's interesting only you got one out of it. I mean, I haven't got any myself, but still, it's still cool that you know that you guys were dominant for.
What did you say? You
I was gonna
haven't.
say, what about with
Well,
the
but-
Toros?
No, what I'm saying, oh yeah, you're 100. No, but I'm saying like my team, like you know, like a team I'm over. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I've got the Cyclones championship. I got the Stekas championship. You know what I mean? But it's different, like when you're like managing the team or you know.
To be fair,
You know, that's
Anthony
I think
Clarkson
that's the
was
first place
technically
I-
the
I
manager of
seen
the
Was he?
River Dogs in 2019.
Oh,
Yeah. He and I kind of co-managed, but he was the technical manager of the team.
Oh, really?
And,
I
I mean, basically kind of the brains behind it too, right? Like he caught Matt, he called the games, like he was a phenomenal catcher.
he can
Yeah.
catch. Oh, he can. Yeah. What you
That's
said?
what we was talking about last time. Like the catchers are like the captains of the field.
They are, dude.
They're the ones who takes over the game. You know, when it's time to, or whoever that spark is.
Yeah, it's
Most of the time it's the catchers though.
It's the
Yeah.
catcher that controls the game, right? Because he's the one that's like looking at your stance.
Mhm.
He calls this pitch, and like you said earlier, if you say, hey, give me a curveball outside or give me a slider outside, and that's where it goes, where he said it goes.
If he's hitting the spots,
He's in a spot.
Yeah.
It's great, right? And then he gauges you based off of that, right? Depending how you move towards that ball, if you didn't react to it, he'll know what to do next. But it's a game. It's a chess game.
That's when you know it's gonna be an easy game, an easy day.
Yeah.
Because you call some, that's where he's gonna throw it at. And if you're doing a good job, calling your game, then definitely gonna win the game.
Yeah.
What if you keep throwing the same pitch that he calls and they're hitting it over the fence?
Then
So
you need to change it. That's
does
when
that
the
home
pitcher
run?
needs to take
Should that
over.
home run go against the
Yeah.
catcher?
Yeah.
Yeah. No shit.
Yes, I
dude.
think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
If he throws it where you asked him to throw it, and you're putting the spot right there, and
Yeah.
you throw it there, and they hit it,
Are you
that was
snitching?
your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some bull Durham shit.
I fucking told you.
That ain't going against me. That ain't going
Yeah,
against
he
me.
hit the bull there. Give him a steak.
Yeah. So Corey, what kind of catcher? You pitch too. What kind of catcher do you like? Are you shaking out pitches?
It depends on the catcher. So I came in and pitched on Sunday for the Skeeters in the intermediate league, and we had a new catcher. He was solid behind the plate, but he kept calling fastball, and I am not a fastball pitcher by any means. So first inning, gave up 3 runs, nice little shot to left center field off one of my fastballs, and I said, "Hey man, we're not throwing that anymore." So pretty much anybody who's good at framing down and outside. And for the most part, I'm going to be around the plate. I don't really throw like down in the dirt unless it's like a curveball that I spike or something like that. But yeah, just somebody who understands that I'm not a fastball pitcher.
And it gets frustrating, right?
Yeah.
Like you're up there pitching, and the only thing you see him throwing is one outside, one outside, one outside. I'm like, bro, throw a 2 up there. Sometimes you cross them up just on purpose. They're like, hey, look,
I got
trying
something else.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to change it up by not telling them I'm trying to change it up.
Yeah.
So I throw something off speed or something like that. It gets frustrating when you're up there. And
You mean you never give him one of these
sometimes
with the glove? Come
Like,
on.
Hey,
Come on.
after they hit a shot off me or something, I'm like, look, bro, change it up. We'll work backwards now.
Yeah. It's definitely a strategy.
So I threw 141 pitches on Sunday, and
God damn.
probably a good 90 of them were sliders. I was like, no more fastballs.
So I usually take my guy out off the on the show after 100 pitches.
Yeah, no shit, right? Anybody you want to shout out on your team though, Corey?
I mean, honestly, like Jose Galvan, that
Oh,
dude's
yeah.
been
Oh, he's
killing
awesome.
it,
He's
man.
awesome, man.
He's been killing it.
Do you have
He's-
to pay for his shampoo and conditioner?
He has that
I
soul
should
glow
be.
going on,
I should
right?
be. Oh,
Yeah.
man. No, he's just super chill. He comes to
He
the
is,
game
bro.
ready to play. He does his
Fuck
fucking
yeah.
job, right?
He's a good teammate.
And I mean, realistically, like our teams have always been awesome. So like, I mean, I can't not shout out to like everybody on the team. Like,
Well, and he's an MVP. I mean, let's go and bring that up.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
won what 3
Again.
MVPs now. This is
Again.
back-to-back MVP for him.
As what Forrest Gump said, again.
He's a player.
Yeah, he is.
He's
he
a
is.
player.
Hell yeah, he is.
No, he's He was a great addition. I also got a shout out to Kyle Rosas for that. He reached out to me last Friday season. He's like, "Hey, I got a couple guys who want to play. Do you have room?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And
You didn't say it depends on who it is.
well, I trusted them, right? Like Colt 45's got a good group of
Right.
of
Yeah, I
players,
think
so-
any guy
Yeah.
on that team is a good ad. So
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yep.
agree.
So
yeah.
it's been a good synergy, but I mean, I've got guys from the Twins, guys from the Skeeters, guys from the Colt 45s. Osman joined us for the summer weeknight league.
And that's
from the
funny.
Redbirds,
We were talking about these pitchers, and I look down and say Osman's name. Like, well, he
Osman's
could have
another
easily
one.
pitched the whole damn game himself.
Yeah.
So we didn't utilize him too much as a pitcher because he was in playoffs and championship with
Yeah.
the Redbirds, right?
Mhm.
So I told Stuart, like, hey, he's out here, but we're not going to utilize him. He's your guy. But he
Yeah.
came out swinging. Like, that dude can hit. So we had him mostly hitting 6-hole, and then if we needed some help in the outfield, he was solid. So
I like Osman.
He's a good
He's
player.
a really
Yeah.
good dude.
Oh,
too.
dude, he is a really good dude,
yeah,
man. And
super
good,
nice.
Yeah.
good pitcher. He'll give you 110%.
Yeah.
You know,
He's there to play.
he's there to play,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah,
He's not gonna back down either.
Nah, man. He fucking pitched that afternoon. He'll fucking pitch again. Like, you didn't even pitch. I'll pitch
Yeah.
again. I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
Oh yeah, he was putting some innings on the arm. He's, I believe, taking this season off altogether because he's got a little bit of discomfort in the elbow.
Yeah.
So he's just letting it rest. But yeah,
That's
no.
probably a good idea.
Yep.
Because he'll pitch 3 times a week,
Yeah.
Friday,
Yeah.
Saturday, Sunday if he has
Just like
to.
you,
Yep.
and that
Yuli's the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will catch up to you eventually.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you throw as hard as he does,
Yeah. I mean,
because he doesn't hold back. Like you said, he's a
No.
player.
Yeah,
He
he's
goes
a
up there.
player,
He's not
yeah.
going to hold back.
No, he's not gonna hold back, man. He's a good teammate. He's a great
Yeah.
teammate.
Good
So you
guy.
guys played the first game, right? It's double elimination.
Correct. Yep.
So the first game was, I guess, the most competitive.
It was against the Marlins.
That was the last game or the first game?
First game for playoffs for us was Marlins. Yep.
Okay.
We
No.
came-
So you had to lose twice, right?
Correct. Yep.
So your last 2 games were who? Marlins and Sultanas?
Yeah. So Marlins was first playoff game.
Okay.
Sultanes was second, and
Okay.
then once we beat the Sultanes, we were in the championship.
Right.
We were 2-0. So Marlins, or if it had been the Sultanes, they would have had to beat us 2 times in the championship to
Right.
eliminate us.
Okay.
So, but it was Marlins' first game. I think we won 14-5, and then Sultanes was 7-5.
Yeah. So Thanos, I figured it was gonna be. It was a good game. I mean, I saw a
It
little
was
bit of
back
it.
and forth the
Yeah.
whole time. Everybody on our side was like, "This was the game of the season." Like that was awesome.
Yeah.
Just the back and forth, the competitiveness
Mhm.
of the entire game was great.
Yeah.
Love games like that.
Hell yeah, dude. Right? That's a good
Man.
game.
And so that was the one that did it. That was a championship game, right?
No, championship game was against the Marlins.
Okay. So so that's what I was asking. So that one you really didn't seal it up, right? That was a good game to win, but then you had to keep playing.
Correct, but we got rest. We
Yes.
played Monday, and then we were rested till Thursday, so we were able to bring Tyler Zarella out.
Yeah.
He started, and he was just lights out. And our game, or our guys came out ready to go. And to be fair, it was championship game, so I said, hey, I don't care if we're up 25-0. I want you stealing bases. I want you
Yeah,
running.
that's the way
Like,
to
this
go,
is
man.
championship.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's championship, man.
So, credit to the Marlins, right? Because if you guys beat the Sultanas, they had to go and play them.
Yep.
They beat them 13-9, right?
Mhm.
And then so now you're playing the Marlins, which you've already beat them.
And they're
And-
tired.
Yeah, and they're tired because what is that? 3-4 games in a row, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what happens when you get to that losers bracket, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trash ass loser
Mhm.
bracket.
It happens. It
So yes,
happens.
they were tired. That's what we're gonna say. And 13-2 was the final.
Which is true. It's
Yeah,
true.
the Marlins had a solid team.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I think realistically, even they had a better team for the weeknight league than they had for Saturday last
Yeah.
season. I mean, they were putting up runs. They were winning games, and I mean, Paco was their key pitcher, and then they also were able to bring in Jerry Webster, so that was a good pickup.
Yeah.
It's
That's the beauty of playing at a different time because you
Mhm.
can get different guys
Yeah.
that normally don't play with you.
Yeah, and that's what it is. I mean, that's why I was talking shit to Jordan with his all-star team that he has on Sunday. I'm like, bitch, ain't nobody playing on Sunday. That's why you got the whole fucking all-stars of Houston and shit. But because he's like, hey, he goes, gonna bring them to Saturday. My bitch, your whole team is owned to somebody else.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna have nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those are all just borrowed motherfuckers, you know. But
I mean-
when you have a good team, though, it makes
Even Eddie, right? Like Eddie has been a natural since the beginning of the team.
yeah.
But weeknight league, he was like, "Hey man, I'm a Marlin now. I've been a Marlin before a natural. I'm sticking it
Yeah.
out." So and it was cool. You know, it's fun playing against him.
And it is because he same thing with hot shots, right? He's a hot shot too, so it's a interesting like I'm sure Jimmy would pick fucking Thunder or whatever, right? And just you got your OG teams that like, hey, these are my boys that I play with, and that's if they're not playing, then I'll go somewhere else. But if they're playing, this is where I got to go, So
So he missed a championship, is what you're telling me.
I mean,
he
hey,
did.
he's made it to 3 though. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, the Marlins have been to 3 championships, and
Just can't get over that hump.
He might make it to another one too.
Hey.
With the Indians.
Yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure. I mean, you guys are smoking that league, so I'm sure fucking.
Yeah.
But
Smoke signs.
baseball's weird,
It is weird. Can't be too confident.
Yeah, you can't be. I mean, like you think about I think the first season of the JS Texas. I mean, they ran with no losses, and then the Redbirds gave them a loss. You know what I mean? And so it just happens that way, man. It just fucking
Shouts out too, though, man. JS is a competitive team, man.
Yeah,
That's the kind of team you're out there. You're like, I want to beat them.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's like worth talking about. Like, yeah, we beat JS.
Yeah.
Because they got good players. Most of their team is like really good players.
Yeah, very good
You
players.
know?
Most of their team has MLB.
Well, they play like it.
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Well, no, a lot
you
of them
can
are
find them
signed.
on MILB.
Yeah, MILB, like MILB. I'm like, all right, motherfucker, okay. Shit, that's why he didn't come a third season because the loan didn't clear and shit.
See, that's why I'm like, I love playing teams like that though, man, because it shows you as a player like who you are. Like man, I'm out here trying to beat this team. When you beat that team, it's just like, okay, hey, when they tip your hat, like, hey, good job, we'll come back and we're gonna do it again.
Yeah,
You know?
The only
And I can
problem
appreciate
is
that.
if it takes a long time to beat them, it's not right. If you play them 10 times and you get one win, like you're so happy, but you're like, well, damn, they're actually beat us 9 times before we beat them once, right?
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. You don't talk about those 9
No, you don't, right? You don't.
The latest
but,
one,
but
come
they
on.
know.
Yeah.
But they know,
They
and that's what
know,
we're
yeah.
hoping for in that we played them twice in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
And we're thinking, maybe we get 1 out of 25 games we play them.
We
And
had
we're
it
hoping
too,
we
yeah.
get that game soon, right? Maybe that comes early and then we don't have to deal with it anymore.
Yeah, it's good to play those teams. I mean, same thing
Yeah.
Thunder was in HHL,
Yeah.
right? Thunder was like that, man.
No,
I mean,
we
like,
just pissed them off. That's all we did. When we jumped out ahead.
I know it was.
We just made
I
it
had high
mad.
hopes. I was like, yeah, we might
just
get
made it
this
mad.
right here.
yeah, no, it. But those are the OG teams in the league. But congratulations, Corey, to your the first win for weeknight league HBA. So
Would you
That's
say it's
awesome.
similar to Sunday, like Sunday competitive, without the yard goats?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Saturday's gotten super competitive. I mean, the top like 6 to 8 teams on Saturdays, I think.
Yeah, about the same.
Yeah. as
Well, hell,
far
it's the
as-
same players if you look at it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's all spread out, man.
yeah.
Except
Yeah.
-1, we got a retired player over there. Yeah, oh here, shit.
Bones are starting to crack.
Yeah, whatever, fool. So let's talk about this trophy here that you got, the THA inaugural season and
Didn't
first
even
championship.
notice
Yeah, I didn't even notice it, right? It's a travel size trophy, as I call it, right?
Yeah, I take it with me everywhere.
Yeah, just put it in your glove compartment right
Yeah,
now.
it was in Dallas.
So I thought we were doing THA was doing signs or something. No, going back to the
Signs.
I don't know, like I didn't know it was going to be a trophy. I thought it was going to be a plaque.
Oh,
I thought it was
Excuse me.
going to be rings, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I thought
because,
too.
I seen rings posted and the inaugural championship ring. I thought that's what it was going to be. And actually, Choice gave us an option, and he found them like, hey, y'all pay this, and that, y'all can get them. And that's still an option. Something that get the players. First time rings and a trophy. Shit, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But haven't got them yet. So
Not yet. It's on back order, fool.
well, that's
Did he get them from Timu? Was it?
Timu.
Oh man, dude. So you got we got Cameron here. He goes, thanks. You guys were good too as well. Hey man, I'm sorry not reading these fucking comments because one, they're fucking super small on YouTube. Two, I got this big ass trophy that doesn't fucking help me see anything here. So even on my screen, I'm just
That
like,
thing.
yeah, so
I got to give
Oh,
a
so you
shout
got
out to
'em,
Dre
okay.
too.
Dre,
No,
Dre Vapey?
yeah,
Hey,
Okay.
but shouts out to
No.
Carlos too, man. You know, starting that
I believe it's
league
Vappy.
Vappy?
yeah,
Vapey, whatever.
Vappy, yeah.
and doing what he did.
Carlos?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what'd you think about the first season of THA?
Mm, I liked it.
Yeah.
You know, I liked it. Of course, because I won. But you know,
How many games did you play? What was your record?
we were.
I was trying to find that online, but I
I think
was
it was
unable.
9-3 or 9-2.
Okay.
Okay,
something
so
like
11,
that.
12 games a season.
I mean, I knew you were
Yeah,
struggling with
9-3.
players at one point. So you coming out and winning this thing was like, didn't see that coming because you're like, I remember you're like, hey man, I need players. Well, because you said you need any team. Did you ask for players? No, because you had fucking
Okay, well,
14 players,
there's
right?
sometimes okay, like at that time it was the HBA playoffs.
Yeah.
So you know, I have guys that play in the HBA. You know, and sometimes they can't make it.
Yeah.
So with the league, well, with Carlos is like, hey, you know, we were trying to get these games going, you know, and everything was it was cool and all, but until I needed players. But you know, got players. Some people helped me out, you know, and we won some of those games and had to forfeit one, unfortunately. But I mean, that's baseball.
Still came
Sometimes
on
it
top,
happens.
man.
Yeah. You know, my shout out to Jonathan again. You know, when I was in Dallas, I couldn't be able to make it some of the games,
Jonathan who?
playoff games. Aguilar.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, he was out there. He helped me out a lot. You know, being out there coaching the team while I couldn't. You know, and then fortunately, the game got like what postponed due to
Dude, so,
lights.
so go through that because I'm because this is this has been for almost a fucking month now, right? Month and a half maybe.
Man.
But it was like extra innings, the lights out to fucking all kinds of.
So many things happened that day.
Right. I mean, I was
Yes.
watching it live, and I was like, man, what the fuck just happened?
Oh yeah, I was watching it live too because I was in Dallas. But Carlos, love you, dog. But I gotta say it. Well, ninth inning, right? And the score, I think we were down by 2 runs or something like that.
So it's not time. You play 9.
Yeah, we played 9.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was down 2 runs, last inning, 2 outs, and Carlos grabs the trophy and starts walking towards our dugout. You know, and you know baseball. If you know baseball,
Oh, he did
He
that.
just messed
did
you
it.
up.
He did it. So he walked towards their dugout
Yeah.
and he put it down, and he was really getting, you know, some camera feed, you know, just checking out the game with his camera, like doing live. But he brought the trophy with him, you know, and then that's bad juju to me. Like, you know, we baseball players, we're super, you know, superstitious.
Yeah.
So one of our guy base hit. Oh no, the pass ball. Guys move up second and third. Then base hit by Bray, brought 2 in, tied the game. And then next thing you know, the next guy's up, Ray, and the lights just poof, shut off.
Damn.
So we had to postpone it till Monday, which was
What-
4th of July weekend.
Right, and didn't it rain out or some shit too?
No rain
Okay.
out. No rain. It rained, but what we did, we got there early. Carlos got there early, and Bobby was there. They were fixing the field,
Yeah.
you know, get it ready to play, you know, the continuation game. So got that going. Started the game the same, you know, same situation. It was second and third. Ray was up, you know, he ended up getting hit. So now his base is loaded, and I'm at the game now. So everybody thought what was going to happen was I'm going to get put in for the next hitter, and which was going to happen. But there was a situation where, you know, we had to put up a lineup, and that's what was going to play. And they were like, well, this is the lineup. Why are you changing it now? Well, if anybody knows baseball, you can make a change at any point in time.
Oh, yeah.
In the game.
Sure.
Yeah.
So that's what a sub is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is. Like if I want to take him out with 2 strikes or 1 strike, I want to take him out then I can take him out. So I just said, okay, you know what, whatever. Let the guy hit. I mean, my guy that, you know, I was gonna take out, he was kind of upset because, you know, he wanted to hit. And I get it, you know what I mean? He wants to be the guy. And I said, okay, well, go ahead. You hit. Well, he grounded to the pitcher, 3 outs. That's it. Choice comes up, with some runners on, and Choice is a dangerous hitter, of course.
Yeah,
He's
man.
a good hitter. Well, he ends up popping up to me because I'm playing third, and he's like, when I see him swing, I was like, oh, good thing he didn't hit it. You know what I mean? Pop up.
Yeah, because at this point you guys are playing at Melrose, right?
Melrose, yeah.
Yeah.
So pop up is
Yes.
home run. You know what I mean? Next inning comes, situation happens, base hit, walk, and then Miggy's up. You know Miggy.
Yeah.
So they end up walking Miggy. I come up, so it's a guy at first and second. Miggy got walked. I'm up. So I think they're gonna walk me too.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah, but he ended up giving me a pitch down the middle and had to do what I do.
Did what you did, huh?
Yeah, I had to.
I mean,
I did kill the ball. I
Personally,
heard
though,
it.
Personally, though, man, I mean, it was like what was it, a line drive? I would have been like,
Line
hey,
drive.
can we do it again? Because we need to finish off with the home run.
I was hoping in my mind that's what I wanted to happen. You know how it
Yeah,
is,
you got to talk about it. You did hit the shit the ball, though. I did see
you
that.
want to hit the home run, to win
Yeah.
the game. But a base hit like that, scoring them from second base, it was good too.
So you get an RBI on a line drive, and what's the score at that point?
It is shit. I don't know. I'll be lying to you if I told you.
So I mean,
Let's
was
just say
that like a
9-8.
go-ahead run? Were you
That was
tied?
we were tied still.
Okay, so that was
Yeah,
a go-ahead run.
That was the go-ahead run. That was
Okay,
the,
so it
we
was
home
huge.
team.
All right,
Yeah.
okay, that's all I
So
needed to
that
know.
was the winning run.
That was it.
He walked
Okay.
it
And that
off.
was it. Walked it off.
Which I think was kind of.
Oh, it was a walk-off.
It was
Okay.
a walk-off. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, don't sell yourself.
Yeah.
You walked it off.
Yeah.
I thought he went around the block to tell us to walk off.
Well, we won the game, and I was happy we won. You know what I mean? Whether it would have been me or someone else, I'm glad it was me because I wasn't able to make most of the
I told everybody it
games.
was scripted, bro. Because I'm like, how's Jimmy, the manager, gonna
Right.
walk it off? It's scripted, bro. It's fucking
I
fake news.
planned it. Yeah, I told him. But
Well, that's a rare thing.
Yeah.
Corey, you ever walked off a game?
Nope.
You
Okay.
motherfucker. Okay, well, we're on the same boat then, Corey. 'Cause I haven't walked it up.
Have y'all never walked a game off?
He has.
It's a
I
good
haven't.
feeling.
It's good
Yeah.
feeling, right?
Oh, yeah,
It was
absolutely.
a good feeling.
I haven't walked this shit off,
I
man.
fucking lost some games for us before though on the mound.
I almost
Been
did
on the
that
other
too
side, huh?
against these guys. I almost did.
Yeah, that was close.
Oh
Damn,
man,
that was close.
and and I was feeling good that day too. I was
Yeah.
like, oh hell, I'm feeling good. I
Yeah.
could throw, and then
Yeah.
next thing you know, yak.
Like, Damn, we're
That
feeling,
was
we're
that was
feeling
when the
better.
catcher.
We're
That's
feeling
when the
better.
catcher was throwing 1-1-1-1-1. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, let these motherfuckers hit out. We'll get them out. Hey, man, we'll keep finding the gas. It was a good game.
Yeah.
But
Well, I'm glad you won, but it sounds like this thing is cursed. So maybe get it out of here.
Actually, it wanted to come home.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
no, I don't want to go to the
Yeah,
dugout.
it wanted to come home. No, but hey, shouts out to the Tornadoes, man. They were in last at one point next to the blue something. I don't even
look, who's or some coots.
the blue
Yeah,
lizards.
Wahoo.
Sorry, the blue
Lizards.
lizards. Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they turned that team around. They beat the fuck. I'm getting old. I'm forgetting everything.
It's a new league.
Well, yeah,
It's all right.
they made it
Don't
to the
worry
championship.
about it.
They made
Yeah.
it to the
Here's
championship.
the thing, bro. It
you know.
happened a fucking month and a half ago. It's hard to remember all this shit, It's
That's why I'm resigning.
Look, this was hard enough to keep up with all the leagues and teams, and now we got another one.
yeah,
Oh,
no shit.
So it's just adds to it.
Yeah.
yeah,
And I hope it just turns into something big. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
You always wish something good for everybody.
Oh,
you know what I
yeah,
mean? So
for sure.
hope
I
so.
mean, it's.
Just means more competition and
Did you make the ceremony or not?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Yeah, I
the
wasn't
banquet,
able
right?
to-
Is a
yeah, the
banquet.
I wasn't able to. I was still in Dallas. I had to go back that next day, finish working out there.
No,
So I wasn't
okay.
able to, but I seen the video.
Yeah, look cool, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember. I was telling somebody. I remember that place because that's where Choice had his birthday, one of his birthdays or some shit like that.
Mhm.
So I remember being. It's a cool little spot. I mean, they had a little award ceremony and shit, and
Hey, you seen the Rockhounds got most of the
they
awards,
did.
right?
And I also noticed that some guys don't know what it means to dress to impress.
So was it a black tie affair?
They tried to do that, but some guys just didn't get the fucking memo, or their interpretation of dress to impress. It's like
It just got depends on who they are. You
That's
know
my
what I mean?
point.
If they
That's my
get
point,
'em,
bro.
You got your
And it-
dickies on,
and it
stuff
showed.
like that.
and it showed, bro. I mean, Isaiah showing up with the Oilers jersey and shit, and
Hey,
fucking,
hey, but come on, the Oilers though.
Look,
man.
It's a clean
we're ball
jersey.
players,
Yeah.
but we're not MLB ball players. Okay, we
Yeah.
don't have suits in our closet.
but it was
right?
a football, but it was a football jersey to a baseball event. That's all I'm gonna say, right?
But it's the
Re-
Oilers.
representing, right?
Yeah.
It's a baby blue, right? You
Yeah,
gotta
it's
get that
the
baby blue.
Oilers.
All love to Isaiah, just talking shit, talking papas, but
Isaiah.
but
Hey, Don't throw him a strike, bro.
Yeah,
Don't throw it over the plate.
But no, it was good though, man. I mean, I think that's. I mean, Carlos has always talked about having a banquet when he was with HHL. Like,
Mhm.
hey, we should have a banquet. We should have a banquet. Celebrate the players. And I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I think I what I kind of was disappointed that not enough players supported.
You know, and I wish that would have happened.
Yeah, you know what I
More
mean?
players would
Because I think you know what Carlos is doing is pretty fucking hard. I mean, starting a fucking new league, getting the umpires, getting the fucking fields, all that shit,
Mhm.
right? I mean, it's some fucking shit.
Yeah.
And then not to like, you know, support them like that. To me, I felt a little slap in the face. You know what I mean? From the players, right? Like I think, and the reason I say this because there's times at my job, I work for the county, where the county will like throw like a little picnic, and people are like, I don't want to. I see these motherfuckers at work. I don't go. The point is, they're throwing something for some appreciation, right? They're throwing a little barbecue, whatever. When you don't go, then the people up there go, "Why the fuck should I do this if you fuckers don't show up?" Right?
Well, give him a 40-hour check after that.
Well, yeah, but you the best thing you could hope for at the county because there's no bonuses and shit like that is something like that. Like here's some appreciation, whatever. But I mean,
Well, maybe they're boycotting. They want a bonus. They don't want a damn picnic.
but the alternative is not to do it at all, and then you'll bitch
Yeah.
about not having that at all.
Nothing,
Like, hey,
yeah.
remember we used to have one every year? Yeah, well, we stopped because the motherfucker want to show up.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like you're gonna discourage. Carlos doesn't seem like the type of get discouraged, but he could say,
Yeah.
man, fuck this. Like 3 guys show up, fuck this. I'm not even doing it
Yeah.
because I'm sure he put a lot of money into the league plus into that
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
You know, so
Out of pocket, I'm sure.
yeah. You know,
I mean,
so
he did everything he can do to get that league going and done at the same time, and
Yeah.
then doing a banquet and all that stuff. You know, it takes time and effort to do that kind of stuff. you
yeah,
know.
and that's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to remind the guys out there that
Yeah.
it no different than I would always tell the guys like, hey man, be respectful to the umpires, be respectful to the field because you have the ball players, right? But you still need the umpires, you still need the managers, you still need the president, the league president to put it all together. I mean, people, if it was easy, everybody would do it. If it was easy to put a league together, everybody would do it. But it's not. It's not.
It's too much time to put in there,
Dude,
a lot of us work and stuff like that.
I don't know. To put the
Finding
fucking
fields.
sketch, yeah,
Finding
finding
fields,
fields,
that's tough.
it is, man. And then you got
Quality fields. is
Quality
even
fields.
harder.
yeah, the rainouts and shit, the weather, and the city didn't fucking do this, and the city didn't do. You know what I mean? Like it's just, it's.
Seems like a problem a lot too, because some of the times you go out there and the fields are all jacked up and they're supposed to be all fixed because the city said they were going to fix them.
Yeah, exactly, man.
You come in, grass is all high, you can't even see the ground ball coming to you.
That's why Jonathan and Corey need to put the monies together and make a fucking ball like 4 turf fields, man. And
Just start it up.
yeah,
It's
Toddler
very,
comp
very
too.
expensive.
it is super fucking expensive. You know.
I've talked
Mhm.
with Adam about it too. I was like, hey man, why don't we have a complex? Like, let's just do this shit, right?
Yeah.
But
Well.
yeah, it's super expensive, and then also finding the land and areas that will be kind of central to your players. I mean,
Yeah.
I know most of my guys probably drive a good 40 minutes to every game. For me, Memorial Ashford's an hour.
Well,
Mhm.
Yep.
But I'll tell you what, I think if you have a complex like that and somewhere centered, if you can find one, I think that would make it some money back.
I was about to say that. It may take a while, but
Yeah.
at some point,
Yeah.
it'll
see,
be profitable
but
because
here's-
you can do it in all leagues.
Yeah, exactly.
if you do have a complex, but remember, the closer you are to the city, the more expensive it is, right?
Yep.
That's more.
Well, yeah,
you
it doesn't have not exactly in the city, but somewhere centered, because a lot of
but the
Houston's
center is the city,
huge.
though.
Is it?
Is it? It is.
Typically, that's
I
how
live-
the
I
city
live-
works.
I live in Baytown, though. It's centered to me.
Baytown, that's a city. I thought that was like a community.
Nah, it's
That's
like
not. That's
it's a
not a
town.
subdivision.
It's a town. That's Baytown.
Parish, I think.
It's a parish. Oh man, no, that's cool, man. Well, congratulations to you, Jimmy.
Appreciate it.
Pulling it off. Being
Yeah.
still playing the game, and to get the walk off. That's a very Cinderella story, like.
That's means for retirement for a while.
And
The Michael Jordan retirement. If you guys know what that is, I know you guys know what that is, right?
Yeah.
The Michael Jordan retirement.
Keeps on paying.
No. The Michael
You
Jordan
coming back,
retirement.
yeah, coming back.
You know about that, right, Corey?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm hoping.
I honestly don't know.
Okay, well, for those who don't know, I'm going to educate those who don't know. But the Michael Jordan retirement, of course, you guys know when he retired, played baseball, came back, won another 3 championships, retired, came back, didn't win nothing, but then retired.
Yeah.
Me, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna retire, come back a couple of, do some Muay Thai,
Yeah.
get in shape and stuff like that, and then come back. Hopefully, win a couple more championships if I'm still in shape like that, and then who knows from there.
So a Brady retirement, maybe.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Or what's that guy? What his tight end? What's his name again?
Oh, yeah.
Gronk.
Gronkowski.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go.
You look like Gronkowski. You got
You know,
that vibe.
he's fun, bro.
Yeah,
Have
that's
you
what I'm
ever
saying.
seen him?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
fun. Yeah.
You got that vibe, bro.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got that Gronkowski. You like the Mexican Gronkowski.
Mexican Gronk.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
mind
Puerto
that.
Rican. Sorry, Puerto
Puerto
Rican.
Rican B.
Yeah, Puerto Rican. Sorry.
Oh, speaking of that, you mind if I say
Go
a
ahead,
little
man.
something?
Yeah.
For those who playing the are you guys gonna get to that? Am I jumping ahead?
No, go ahead.
HBA,
This is you.
The classic.
This is you. This
Go.
is you. Go to you. This is a Jimmy
Hey,
show.
when you say that, though, I know you always fucking with me when you say that shit. No, but look, I posted something earlier about Team Puerto Rico on HBA. Of course, and I won't be able to play because I'm gonna be playing in the Texas Cup. But to help Adam out, if you guys want to come out, I am gonna be trying to set it up for Adam, and the coach is gonna be Hector Cruz. He's actually gonna be the guy taking over. So if anybody out there, wants to play in the team, if your dog is Puerto Rican, or if you have a baby aunt,
you shook a
sister,
Puerto
cousins,
Rican hand.
uncles, baby, sister again, that's Puerto Rican,
Yeah.
come out. You know what I mean? Let's get this team going, make it a little more
If
competitive
you,
for
if you ever
everybody.
listen to fucking not Pitbull, who's the fucking Puerto Rican guy? Fat Joe. Is he Puerto Rican? Fat
Yeah,
Joe.
Fat Joe.
If you ever listen to Fat Joe track or bought a Fat Joe track, go ahead and you can play.
I'm
Puerto
game.
Rican.
Right now it's Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny's Puerto
Yeah,
Rican.
right now it's Bad
I
Bunny.
can't support that mumble shit, bro. I don't know what the fuck he's saying.
You don't know Spanish?
No, I don't know. No, he doesn't know what the fuck he's saying.
Saying something.
And that motherfucker don't speak Spanish or English.
Hey, but like anybody
blah.
come out, give me a call, a DM or something like that. Hey, like I'm not big on messages and stuff like that,
Yeah,
but
right, Corey?
yeah, I'm trying to set
he
it up.
ignored my ass.
My bad, Corey. Hey, but I'm trying to do that for him. Get a team for Adam. Team Puerto Rico, and like I said,
Okay.
got a coach already. We just need players that are willing to pay the fee and play the game, win some games.
I know Team Mexico is ready, so
That's what I heard.
Team USA is ready too.
So is Wilson and
Yeah, what is he? Or is he
Dominican-
Cuban?
No, Dominican
Dominican
Republic.
Republic, yeah.
He got a squad. I seen him post.
Dude,
too.
there's Italy too.
Really?
Berno's running that. You know that?
No, I didn't know that.
I think Berno's running that.
No shit. I
Yeah.
know Bertulli's gonna be on there.
Is he?
Yeah.
Huh.
He sounds like he's
Yeah,
Italian.
that makes
How about
sense.
Enzo?
Enzo.
Yeah.
You know, touch me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the curveball.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So it's gonna be good, man.
Yeah, that's
It's gonna be a
coming.
good complex too.
Yeah. Crosby.
Crosby, yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Cuba's always ready, right?
Fuck, there's more Cubans than you fucking know,
Are there
man.
2 Cuban teams now?
It could be. It could be
Yeah.
fucking 4 if you wanted them to be.
Cuban 2.5,
Yeah, dude.
3.
Be whatever you want it to be, man.
Yeah.
So what we got for this last weekend or opening weekend of HBA
You want to talk about opening weekend?
or whatever?
Yeah, let's do it. Hey, Pirates and Padres. We won 11-3. I'll
Good.
go through this quickly.
That's a good memory.
Yeah, let me just shout out a couple home runs, right? Yeah, opening weekend always a good one, right? If you win.
Yes.
We had a home run, Mr. Richard Paulino. Well, he sent one over at Northland. Just shot.
And I'm gonna say that was the first home run of the season.
seen
I know
it.
you
Yeah.
guys were playing the same day, but I
Yeah,
think
it was the first home run of the
Yeah, but
season.
they had one too. I think Galvan I think had one.
Yeah,
He
Friday
did.
night.
But
Yeah.
it was I think a few minutes later.
Yeah.
No, really, I think about it like it was. That's all like, oh shit, it's crazy.
The 45s beat the Red Sox. They had a home run. Mr. Andrade.
Carlos.
What a good pickup that was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Why didn't I see that? Why didn't I
Right.
say that?
A couple of hot shots went over there. And then you guys had one. Daniel Moreno. Twins? Are you
Oh,
with the
yes.
Twins?
No.
Yeah, I actually left that game early, but yes, we did.
Okay, yeah. So, but that's the one you're talking about because you said Jose hit one, but that was
So
yeah,
yeah,
Oh,
Jose
my
hit
bad.
one Friday night.
that was Friday night.
Friday night.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what it was. Oh, now that's the one that was close because, what's his name?
But you guys had already been playing. That was like the third game, right?
No,
No.
that was
Oh, it
opening
was?
night.
Okay,
yeah,
we
okay.
we won the championship Thursday night, and then opening day for Friday night was that Friday.
Oh, wow.
Love baseball.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Year round.
Does not stop. Cyclones beat the Perros 5-3. Cuban Kings, new team. Boy, they shut out the Braves 13-0. And the Redbirds shut out the Marlins 11-0.
Damn,
What,
just
they were
taking it out.
competing or something?
Surprising there wasn't any home runs there.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me jump to this last weekend. I don't want to, but I will. Battle of the Sox. Gold Sox beat the Red Sox 9-1. Stephen Bonane
Yeah, I saw that name.
pitched a complete game for the Gold Sox.
No shit.
Hadn't seen that name in a while.
I want to say what's
I
up. though.
seen him with the Hurricanes, and there was
Yeah.
this one season I started talking shit to him because he was like, "Man, you know what? I think I'm gonna retire." I'm like, "Shut up! You ain't gonna retire. You old as shit, and you still playing. You're gonna miss this game.
Oh yeah,
Next season, he's there again."
yeah. He's been playing for a while, man.
Yeah.
People love to hate him.
Good guy. I like.
Yeah,
I
he
like
is. No,
Bonner.
I am too.
Yeah.
But I see the side where people hate him.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like when I see him, like I can understand why people hate you.
yeah. I'm trying to smash him every time he pitches against me, but he's on my team now. I'm 100%. So I'm good.
Cyclones. That was a good game. They played before us. They beat the Cuban Kings 11-8.
But they were coming. Kim Kids were coming back, man.
They were. Yeah, just ran out of time.
Yeah,
They had a home run.
in the 8th, right, or whatever.
Yeah, I think so. Ornedes Rodriguez Acosta. Hopefully, I didn't
idea.
butcher that.
No idea who that is, man.
Yeah. I would imagine he's Cuban. Yeah. Anyway, he had a bomb. The Twins, you guys, it's 2 in a row. Were you at that game?
I was
What's
not.
up, Jose?
You were not.
Nope.
No home runs there. You said you are still doing the Twins, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. Marlins beat the Braves 8-1. There was no home runs. However, Jerry Webster is still a Marlin. He had a complete game.
No, he's oh no shit.
Yeah. 6 strikeouts, 0 walks.
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm sorry. There was a home run. He gave up a home run. A guy on the Braves, Elijah Lavon. That's a new name in home runs.
First off, it's supposed to be Jose Pedraza Jr. Fool, you're using Jose. It's so Joey's on, but I saw Jose Pedraza.
Man, I can't read that,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I don't have my stuff here. This is new. I don't like this. What are we doing? Let's fix it.
We're gonna go back to
Okay,
fucking next
all
week.
right. Yeah, I apologize. I can't see anybody's
Right, it's fine.
things, and I don't have it here.
Because we're used to people's names up there. Like they got fucking nicknames up there and shit.
Yeah.
So
There was a lot of home runs in this next game.
god damn.
The Redbirds beat the Pirates 13-1. Let's see. All right, so Reed had a home run. Alberto, that was a good pickup, huh? Alberto Nieves and Mr. Matt Wolf.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he was hitting the ball hard.
Yeah, he was. He was seeing the ball very well. That's what we were talking about earlier. Where like the pitchers, catchers calling something. I'm like, I was like, bro, what the fuck are you calling? It's like batting practice up there. Like, change this shit up.
Yeah.
Who was catching?
Juan.
You don't know him, Juan Leal.
Yeah.
Maybe you do. Maybe you do. Maybe you've seen him.
Sean, he had a rough, he had a rough start.
Yeah.
He hadn't
He-
pitched in a while though.
No,
right?
he couldn't get through
Yeah.
2 innings. It happens, right? He had 2 strikeouts and 5 walks. So, when you walk guys on the Redbirds, they're going to take advantage.
Yeah.
I know.
You
that
combine
life.
that with 4 hits, there's your 8 runs. Yeah.
It escalated very quickly.
It's like making an error. As
Yeah.
soon as you make an error, something always happens.
I mean,
Yeah.
8 runs in the first 2 innings, and then we got to deal with Tim.
Yeah.
Like, you're lucky to scratch 1 or 2 across a game
Yeah.
for Tim.
His
so,
bad game is like 3-4 runs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. If you're going to beat the Redbirds, you got to hold them to 1 or
Yeah.
2 runs.
Yep. Exactly.
Or just go to his house and punch his tires out.
And
That's a long drive in itself because I think he drives like 2 hours each way.
Yeah.
to get
Yeah,
to
I
the
think
game.
he's in
It's like, yeah.
Angleton or something.
yeah,
like
Yeah.
that?
out
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Tim
It's further,
lives
I
there?
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
No shit.
I
Okay,
passed
so,
by right by. his
so I
house.
can call
Work.
DPS or something. What did you drive? What did you drive? Hey man, I just saw some guy drunk driving.
We had 8 errors. 8 errors in that game. That's what it says here.
Yeah, I'm sure it's right.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's right.
Wow. Where'd y'all
So-
play at?
The mall.
Mall.
Mall?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just it wasn't our game, but I mean,
No, it wasn't. Well, so we focused on defense. There was one defensive play, and that was really about it.
Yeah. Yeah, one kick-ass right fielder that just like he just came from almost center field
Mm-hmm.
and came all the way to the line and fucking dove. Caught that shit. Probably was in the Kona glove, I think.
Sometimes those are
It
the
was in
plays
the Kona
that,
glove.
that,
Was
that
it a-
everybody remembers.
Everybody remembers that shit.
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, it was highlight of the Pirates Day.
He
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
for sure.
"There you
My,
go."
my niece paid for it a couple days later, but
I'm
yeah.
sure they recognized it too. The
Oh, yeah.
Redbirds.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
That was a good
yep.
play. That was a good play.
So we focus on the positives on a game like that.
Of
right?
course.
It's personal battles, right?
That's when
At
it
that
becomes
point,
an individual sport.
That's it. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Let me see how great I can make this look.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, dude, Pirates are gonna lose. Like, hey, fuck, let me see what I can do.
Like, hey, you remember that catch I did?
Oh shit.
And the no, sorry. That was it. Wasn't it? No. The Marlins beat the Braves. Oh, sorry, one more game. Colt 45, they won again. 9-1.
Yep.
Yeah. So we got Cuban Kings, new team.
Yeah.
We don't have JS anymore. We don't have the Rangers. They moved to
Correct.
Friday,
Yep.
and they have a new name. Is that right?
HTX.
HTX. Yeah.
XTX. Yeah.
Okay. I wonder what that's about. Are there any? Do we have any HTX or Rangers guys there?
Hard to tell.
Todd, is Todd there? Oh yeah, we don't know. We don't
Yeah.
know.
Well,
Todd, I don't know if Todd's in here.
We played them Friday night.
Okay.
And
How are they looking? I see they're 2-0, right?
You see him?
What was that?
Oh, you see Talbert maybe?
No. That was my girl talking
Oh.
about who's that handsome guy. Yeah, it's
yeah,
me.
she called
baby.
you out.
Shout
Damn.
out, baby. I see you.
Which one?
Can you
Which
go ahead?
handsome
Amy
guy?
Gutierrez.
No. Which
yeah.
handsome guy?
Oh, the one with the rock.
there's a lot of handsome guys up here, bro.
Yeah,
we must be specific.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
The
from,
smallest one.
from what Todd was saying with HTX, they've got all the brothers and his son.
Oh, okay.
So it's
So let's just call it the comps.
Oh, okay. So some of the Lacomps can
Just-
still stay with the Cyclones, and then they're all together
Yep.
on Friday.
You just gotta call it the comps. Fucking quit calling it weird shit. Just the comps.
And you know what? They're fucking good too.
Yeah, they are, dude.
It's not like one guy is good and the other one sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all pretty good.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It
Shit.
must run in the family.
Yeah. Their family tree put out some good genes.
Yeah, they
Baseball genes.
Yeah, they do.
oh, shit. I said Friday night. We played on Monday. I'm used to the Friday night.
Oh,
league.
yeah, no.
we had the bye week. Yeah,
No, I get it,
that
dude.
was
Just-
yesterday.
It fucked me up. I agree. Like, I'm like, wait, because I do the posters and shit, and they're like, hey, when you want for Monday? What the fuck you mean Monday? What the fuck's going on Monday? It's like, oh, so Friday Night League. Friday Night League on Monday?
Yeah, I was like, there's no way that was 4 days ago in my head. Like, what the fuck?
Just running together.
Yeah.
Sunday. Let me jump to Sunday League. So, all right, intermediate.
Yeah.
We know that because there's no competitive in the fall.
Fall.
Avengers beat the Hellcats. There was a home run there. Brian Rowe. Big guy. Jimmy, you like him. He can hit bombs, and he's big. The Aztecas must have some sort of championship hangover because they lost to the Aliens 9-6 opening weekend.
Mm.
And that was an inside the park home run.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at Spring Spirit.
Oh, damn.
Not
You
not
guys
for
talked
us.
about that one time about being a legit in the park home run. Like, was there errors or did it just bounce?
So I saw one, and this was not. It was a misplay, I would say, and then the fielders run into each other after the ball has gone by, right? So it's not really an error; you're just in each other's way
Yeah.
now. Then it's hot as hell, and you're on turf, right?
Yeah.
So since you're on turf, the ball isn't touched; it's going to roll. It
Yeah.
rolls to the fence,
Oh, yeah.
right? That's what it does. Now you got to chase after it. It's 100 degrees. It's probably 150 on the ground. So
cramping while you're trying to run again.
yeah,
Naturals lost the Sunday playoff game to an in the park grand slam. Josue
man.
Mendoza hits a a hard shot between short and third. Left fielder's running in on it and overruns it, and
Oh.
it rolls all the way to the fence.
Shit. And that really
They just
the
had
fielder.
one in the majors too.
Yeah.
With the Royals, where I guess the sun got in his eye and
Oh,
hit off
yeah.
his glove, and I think it was Bobby Witt Jr. that just did the in the park home run.
Just kept on going.
You know who won't
Yeah.
hit one is Giancarlo Stanton. That motherfucker runs slow as fuck.
He is.
Bro, he
slow.
got thrown out.
You know who has one also? You can ask him about it. Is Matt Reckheimer.
Rick Hammer. Yep.
Yep. And I don't know if you were there. It was an All-Star game.
I was not, but I heard a lot about it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
It was off Dylan Brune, I believe.
It was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
A playable ball, probably. I don't know, but there's a lot of green on that part.
Was it Rice or was it
No. This was Constellation.
Oh, sorry.
I think
Yeah.
Cameron Barella was playing right field.
I didn't say.
Maybe.
I didn't
I don't
say.
know.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
Cameron, was that you?
Hey, he's
hey.
on here. I seen his name up there.
Well, that's all you had to say for me.
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
I hate to.
I've done the same in right field. You don't want me in the outfield. I'll straight up drop a pop up.
It's number one rule. First step is always backwards.
Back.
Always.
Yes.
If you can remember that, you'll be all right.
Some people remember it, but when it's time to do it, they forget.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because you don't.
Yeah.
All you see is ball, and you don't know what to think.
Yeah.
Yeah. You lose your composure, and
One time I was playing right field, and they're like, because usually you know technically you can play in a little bit when it's a right-handed person, right? And I'm playing right field, and like, hey man, second base goes, hey, you need to go back a little bit. I'm like, nah, it'll be fine. And I go,
Is that Aztecas?
no, it was Cyclones.
Okay.
And I was like, and they go, they're gonna go, he's gonna hit it over your head. I said, no, it'll be fine. I go, I'll give him $20, give him a twin spot if he hits it over my head. Fuck. Pitcher throws it outside. What the fuck are you gonna do with the outside pitch? Boom. And that motherfucker was, it's one of those where like, oh, I got it, and he just kept on going. Fuck. When it went over my head, I was like, oh.
Did
fuck.
you give the $20?
I did. I
Okay.
did. I gave $20. I was mad at my word.
So now you're paying players.
handing out incentives, right?
No, I do that sometimes. I do that. Like if I see two players that I know, like pitching and hitting, I'm like, hey, I'll give you $20, you strike them out. And I just to get the fucking going, because now this one doesn't want to strike out, and this dude wants to do his best, best pitching and shit, So I love fucking doing just egging shit on. Like I did that to that 20 hot shots. I was like, Gabe. It was an All-Star game. I think it was All-Star game. I'm like, hey fool, I'm gonna do it for the gram. Still second. He goes, all right. He turns around, all right.
It was at Rice, right?
It was a Rice, yes.
I
And he takes that,
remember.
he takes
That's
out.
when he split the dude's finger accidentally, wasn't it?
No, but that was a game. But that was
Okay.
a
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember that. That sucks.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah, he stole on me, I think.
Did he?
Yeah.
Get Gabe sale on you?
I think it was him. I think it was on me.
You picked me off. The umpire didn't call it. He made a bad call. I'll give you that.
They do that sometimes. I think the Thunder, when we played the Thunder, I picked somebody off too, and they were talking so much shit like, "Oh, it's a bog, it's a bog, it's a bog." No, my bad. It's the Cyclones. We played the Cyclones, and it's not a bog, but they were talking so much shit to the umpire. The umpire called it. He said bog. I was like, why?
Because they said.
Yeah, because exactly. I was like, how is that a bog? You tell me how.
How
And
would
then-
that be?
I don't know.
He said, because I moved my front foot. But that's what I got to do to throw to first base.
Yeah.
He couldn't tell me why. But he was like, my bad after that. But it was already.
That's because you should fucking stood over him. Like, why'd you do it? Why'd you do it?
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I had an umpire call a balk on me too, throwing to first. I always disengage, and home plate umpire called balk, and I was like, no, I disengaged. So I had him go talk to the field umpire, and he's like, he disengaged.
Let me ask you something.
tell
Like,
him.
do
Yeah.
you remember the one where we picked up Todd and he said it was a balk and it wasn't?
Oh yeah,
That shit was classic, dude.
yeah,
We picked up Todd, and Todd's loudmouth, right? And
yeah. Because he's like, you can't do that. You can't do that.
it was because he just got caught slipping in a second. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what? Todd can steal. Like Todd knows. Like Todd is. Like I always tell people, like, dude, he will take another base on you if you're not fucking paying attention, right? So like you got to keep it on that. And it goes back to like being playing with players, like what they're gonna do. And he was sleeping that second, and they turned around and got him. And that's all he had was he
But-
bucked.
Look, but it was a hidden ball. It wasn't even a throw.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right. That's
it
right.
That's even worse.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Yes.
even worse.
That's
And-
what it was. That's what
Yeah,
it was.
Chris
Yeah.
never got on the mound. He didn't even get on the dirt. He stayed on the grass, and we
Yeah.
tagged him out.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. What do you think? Like, as far as I know, the dirt is part of the mound, and they always say, look, if he's on that mound and you tag him, that's a balk. Well, you think the rubber is the mound or the dirt?
So I had read when because it comes up a lot. I had read that in college, it's the rubber that they consider the mound. You could be on the dirt and it wouldn't matter.
But I think it is the dirt.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say dirt.
The
I
dirt.
mean,
No. But it's the mound. But what I'm saying, what I'm saying to you
what's
is,
a mound?
it is the mound. I know, but what I'm
Yeah.
saying to you is that
Well,
you know,
being on the rubbers, of course, because
You're at the top
you're
of
on
the
the
mound.
top of the mound.
yeah.
You walk up the
Yeah.
mound to get to the
Yeah.
rubber.
No, but you could be at the front or around the back, not be on the actual rubber. And I read it in they said the college that they call it until you step on it.
Mhm. Okay.
I gotta double check, but I do think the pickoff rules and stuff are a little different in college compared to pro.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Probably so.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah. So I think it just depends on the
David
league.
Constance dirt. David Constance.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
I
think
would
it's
say.
it's always
No.
dirt.
Yeah.
But my rule is I never lead off until I see him step foot on the rubber.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's just
But you know what, dude?
because even if he's not on the rubber, he can make a quick throw if you're not
Mhm.
paying attention.
Yeah.
But once he gets on that rubber, it's
But
going
what
to
if
be
he
a tougher
walks
throw.
towards home? No timeout was called.
If
What do
he's
you think?
walking
Yeah,
towards home,
like towards home, and you're not. And what are you thinking then?
maybe I can take second.
And then boom, boom.
Yeah.
No, dude. I'll say this: in my 44 years of being alive, it only happened once, and it happened with the fucking yard goats. And what it was a crazy play. And I'm gonna tell you from my perspective of being the dummy, one of the dummies that fell for it. I hit it, hit a little blooper over first, and they got it, like it went over first, and then it just kind of went out, and I took second. And then, I'm like, everybody's saying shit, whatever. And then I look at Chael. Chael's like, and I take a foot off my bag, right? Like I'm like he said, like you're on the bag, and I took a foot off. And I look, and then as I do that, I'm going, why does it look weird? You know what I mean? Like it's like you walk in your house, like you walk around like that doesn't
Slow
look,
motion
that slow
started.
motion, like yeah, like hey,
Something
why?
ain't right here.
Something-
Yeah.
And it took
Boom.
Yeah.
I was like, oh fuck you guys, I trusted you guys. But that was the only time it's ever happened. So
See, that's why they
Yeah.
exploited that your trustworthiness. Yeah.
Sometimes it works too.
it does, dude. It does.
works,
So
yeah.
it's and then of course you have fucking what's his name? Fucking Yuli with the back pickoff
Usually
move.
picks off. He picks off good to second base.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
yeah.
He's really
Yeah.
good at
Dude,
second.
he picked off like 4 or 5 of our guys, and I'm like, and they're like, how are you guys that fucking stupid? How you guys get picked? Because I've never been picked off at second, right? Maybe first, right? Maybe whatever.
Talking all this trash.
Trash.
He
And
goes
I-
out there.
I think I picked you off as first before.
Have you? Maybe you
I
have.
don't know.
You've been known to do
I
that from
picked
time to
off
time.
lots of people in my
Yeah,
lifetime
yeah,
at
you
first
got
base.
You know, who has a good one is on one of our pitchers. I forgot his name, but he's a lefty.
August.
August. There you go.
Oh yeah, he does.
Ah.
Yep.
Oh man, like and it, dude, like, and it freezes everybody because you see it happening, and you're like, still, and I just see everybody just. I mean, like,
Like that's the I think
he
that's the
drops the
best
hip.
types of pick off the lefties.
Yeah.
yeah.
If
But
you-
but it's weird the way he does it because I've seen other lefties try to do that, and it's not the same. Like it's the way he like I don't know how to explain it, but how he does it, it's just
Yeah.
like even me when I'm playing the game, I, like on his team, don't even see it coming.
it's a
see-
ball. It's a ball.
So when he
And that's why you can't see it because it's a ball.
No, for real,
And
dude.
they
Like,
don't call it.
so I know what he does, right? So when he pitched for us, and I was playing first base when he pitched,
Oh, okay.
so we had a conversation. So I know when he's going to throw, and he fooled me a couple of times. Like, okay, I got you now,
yeah,
and we picked off 2 guys,
yeah.
and not one did they have a chance to go back to first. They
Yes.
just had to go to
Yeah.
try and go to second.
That's how good it was.
Yeah.
It's weird because you know
One of them was Osman.
when you're sitting in the dugout, you can see it all day.
Yeah.
Like, it's about to happen. But when you're at the base itself,
Yeah,
it just boom. Because I got caught like that, but I left it before too, and I was like, shit, can't do nothing else. I'm
can't do
done.
nothing else.
Yeah.
You're done. You
Just
roasted.
pickle as
Yeah.
long as you can.
Mm,
So you
Matt
get tired
Reckhammer
at
has a
least.
good pickoff as a lefty. Matt
Yeah.
Reckhammer.
Does
And
he?
then, but yeah, with August, I think it's because he drops his back hip, so it looks like he's about to drive home,
Mhm.
and then he just throws it over.
Yep.
And it's easy too. It's not a hard throw. It's just like
But see, that's the thing. Like a lot of people don't realize that once you make an attempt towards home, if you can't see it, and you throw it to first, that's a balk.
That's a balk, right? Some of
Yeah.
these are like his is a borderline balk,
Yeah.
but
Borderline.
he could get away with it, right?
Yes.
Because it's not technically a
But
balk
see,
yet.
that's the thing. You have
Yeah.
to keep everything the same.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
You
can keep-
cannot go toward
If
home.
you could keep everything the same when you're trying to pick somebody off, you can pick people off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just got to keep everything the same.
Yeah. It's I agree. I believe that it's a borderline balk. Because I'm telling you, watching him, like, damn, bro, that seems like a fucking bog. What I would consider a fucking bog, right?
Yeah.
But it works, man. And what I love about it is usually when you throw it first, you throw it kind of fast, right?
Mhm.
It's a like you look at you like you're locking eyes and you just do this.
With the lefties, it's just I tricked you. That's it. I got you.
Got you.
Like with righties, you got to be quick.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think I've only been called balk twice, ever.
No shit.
And it's happened the last couple years. Last season when we played against the Cyclones, and then when we played against the Thunder.
No shit.
Yeah, it happened.
They
Because
got you.
no, they got the coach. They got the
Yeah,
umpires.
they can't convince them.
Yeah, something they did. Like I don't know if they paid them or whatnot.
Yeah, I think that's upper level stuff. You're
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah, management.
There was a hand in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Definitely management. Maybe even like CEO type stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
I think Carlos did that.
Handed-
Carlos and CJ.
Handed it down.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, we need to make this a little more competitive. I need you to call and make some calls on this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get him out.
drop
Get
his
him off
ego.
his game.
Yeah, get him off his get his
Yeah.
ego down a little bit.
Yeah.
This will be a better league if this team won today. I'm gonna
Yeah.
need you to make that happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think that's how boxing is now. Shit.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
It's almost anything like that. So we got with Sunday here.
So the intermediate, you're on the Skeeters, right?
Yep.
So it's interesting. There's bye weeks, right? In the intermediate, you guys didn't play opening.
They technically played,
Uh-huh.
but they didn't have umpires.
Okay.
And so they went ahead and they pushed that game to the end of the season.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
You
I was not at that
do
game.
you guys still play or not?
They did play. Yep,
Have you ever?
But it was not official.
correct.
Okay.
have you
okay.
ever? Have you ever played a game when it's the catchers that call balls and strikes?
Yes.
Have you noticed that the strike zone's really like on point when the
Mhm.
catcher catches? Because part of the game is framing the pitch, right? Like you don't give a fuck if it's a ball. If I framed it and you called it, we're gonna go with it, right?
Mhm.
But when you're calling the game, because we're trying to be honest, like they almost squeeze their own pitcher
Yep.
because they're trying to be honest about it. It's kind
Yeah.
of it's a kind of an interesting game to play.
Well, yeah, because you don't want to make it seem like, you're biased against your pitcher
Mhm.
and you're just gonna call whatever, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't want to be that guy.
But-
But most catchers don't want to be that guy.
But it's funny because you're taking that element of framing the pitch, which is like you really notice how big of a change it makes because a pitcher knows like you probably got a pitch and you probably got a pitch. We're like, hey man, it's
Mhm.
not a ball. I mean, it's a ball, but I can't. My way my catcher catches it or the way I throw it,
You can
it
make
looks like a strike. Yeah, it looks
yeah.
like a strike. And when you have that, I gotta be honest. Like, hey, no, man, that's clearly a ball.
See, if I'm catching and I know the guy that's hitting, I'm fucking with him. Everything like a foot off, strike. Strike. In the dirt. Oh, you swung.
You're gonna do Angel Hernandez on his ass. Shit. What we got next?
So I'm going to jump to the second week. Sluggers beat the Hellcats. Avengers beat the Banditos, which is a new team for the intermediate. And then the Hitmen beat the Skeeters 8-7. So
Yep.
what happened there? Because I don't see a box score here.
So
Dre's still involved. That's still Dre's team, right?
Yep. So basically, so Christian Rivera is technically managing the team now with Dre helping out.
Mhm.
Dre kind of wanted to step aside. Christian wanted to, take on some management. So
Dre's because he's got a lot of teams. It seems like.
yeah. So I came in. I was trying to go CG, and I walked the first batter in the last inning, hit the next guy, and I was like I said, I was at 141 pitches by the time they
God
pulled me.
damn,
So I was
dude.
like, hey, bring in McCray, or just
Damn,
bring
you
in
had,
somebody.
wait, you had McCray in the bullpen and you wanted to go 140 pitches?
Well, McCray had pitched Saturday, and
Oh.
he pitched one inning for us on Friday too. So trying not to overuse the arms, right? But yeah, so I was just out there and I was cruising for a good 4 or 5 innings, just going. I mean, give up a run every now and then, but it was a pretty solid game. But yeah, that last inning, I was just gassed, couldn't get it through. and
Yeah.
brought McRae in. Had a nice little oppo hit to right field that dropped in.
Off
and-
McRae.
Off McRae, and then another solid shot to center field, sac fly, and that was it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Game over.
How'd your arm feel?
Honestly, hadn't been sore at all.
Really?
Yep, I was incredibly surprised. I
See,
threw
you fucking-
141 pitches.
Because you're trying to throw hard. He's just like,
Yeah, like
Bro.
literally when I say 65, I'm talking 65.
Yeah. If I
Like,
throw anything close to 90,
Yeah.
my arm is killing me. Even some days I only pitch one inning. I feel it. I don't feel it hard, but I feel it. But if I throw that,
so does that mean like you and crane operating with your left hand or what?
I'm ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous.
So what I have learned with my pitching is whether or not I'm throwing 60% or 100%, there's like a 3 mile per hour difference. So whenever I say I was cruising through those like 5 innings,
Uh-huh.
I was not trying. I was dropping the arm, not putting a lot behind it, just working on, where is
Okay.
spotting up. Yeah.
Mhm.
And pretty much threw nothing but sliders through that, time, and got a lot of ground outs. Just a ton of ground outs.
I hate that you guys lost. We lost our opener. But I like how the Hitmen, they were like last place team
Mhm.
last season. But I like how they beat you against probably your best pitcher, right? Chris, who is a competitive league pitcher, right? This is an intermediate team. You bring him in to try and close the door. Well, they get to him and they end up winning the game. And this is a team, like I said, that probably went 2-10 last season.
Mhm.
They,
I don't
they
know,
kept
so-
fighting. Yeah, they
Yeah,
were.
I kind of like to see that.
Yeah.
Everything's getting
I do
competitive.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
And that's another reason why, like, when I go play for teams, like I try to pick the team that's not the best or not the worst, just somebody that needs that extra
Little
Yeah.
boost.
somebody.
That's what it should be, bro. That's what it
You
should be. You
know?
know what I mean? Like I never understood the guys that want to go to just winning teams. Like I don't understand that.
Well, it
Like,
depends. Some guys they go there because they either didn't win championships and they want to win a championship. I mean, that's like the reason JD Martinez went to the Dodgers. But some people are like that, and some they
Oh,
just
it wasn't
don't
money?
like losing. Was it?
I don't know. I think they get paid a little bit.
just a little bit more than us.
There's a couple zeros in there.
But I'm sure if you're JD Martinez, you got some options.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I think that's like some can't lose, they don't like losing, and some just want to win.
Yeah.
Me, I just rather I know how to lose. I don't like losing, but if it's a good game, like what we talking about, like if there's a good game, like we lost by 1 at the last moment, then I'm good.
I remember when you lost your shit at that championship game. Just
Throw the ball.
Which one you talking about?
Against the. You really want us to tell you? You
Yeah.
know. You know.
Oh my god, that shit was fucking funny.
Go ahead, you can tell that story.
Dude,
It's a funny story.
It's a fucking funny story. He's pitching, right? And they're trying to close it out. And I've seen this through my 44 years of life, that when it's an easy play for the catcher, just a little dribbler, that especially when it's a clutch play, right? Like, hey, I need to get this out, right? Many other play, they just throw it. Here it's like they think about it. Like, okay, let me
Because he
softly.
had time to
He had
think.
time.
Because he had to
And-
go run and get it.
Yeah, and so this is it. And you could
He struck out at that.
Yeah, it was a
And
strikeout.
it was a strikeout.
It was
Yeah,
a
it was
strikeout.
a drop
Yeah.
third strike.
Drop
Yeah.
their strike, and all you gotta do is just make your normal fucking throw to fucking first, right? And you can see that he's not doing the normal thing. He's like thinking about it, and he's like,
He's
just-
panicking. He's panicking is what he's doing.
Yeah, and he's like, and then he's go, just throw the fucking ball. And he fucking he drops
no,
it.
no. He threw it.
He threw
And
it.
he saw
and I
where that
saw-
fucking ball was going. That shit was going
I
right into
saw
the
how
dirt.
slow he threw
Yeah.
it. He was just like, I was like, throw the
Yeah.
ball. It's like one of those slow motion things. Like, no,
Yeah.
like throw it.
But when he let it go, you could tell where that ball was going to
Oh
land.
yeah,
That's when he said it.
And then it
Yes.
just
Yeah.
went underneath the glove, and then
He lost.
yeah,
And we were winning by 3.
yeah,
Because he
dude.
took so much off of that throw just to try and get it there,
Yeah.
but he didn't extend it. He
No.
he let it go here, and it
And-
just dropped.
And that's the thing. Look, like they had scored some runs because our left fielder, he made an error.
You talking about Prime?
And no, not Prime.
It was Prime.
No, it wasn't
And-
Prime. I'm not gonna say your name. You know who you are, but I don't think you on here. But
But the legend will be that it was Prime.
yeah. So he dropped the ball. They score some runs, right? And then that error caused it to be a tie game. No.
Yeah.
That error was a tie game. Yeah, the error was a tie game.
Yeah.
Had he made this out,
Yeah. I guess we would.
it was me, CJ, and
No, I think they tied the game because of that error. I think.
no, they won
No,
the game.
that was the winning.
winning
They
run.
walked it off that way.
Yeah,
Was it
the error was hit by fucking
Ronte, right?
Ronte to left field. He dropped the ball. It went right through his glove, and Ronte scored off that.
Yeah.
And then the error was I forgot who it was, but
Yeah, I don't know the
it's
name.
softly thrown, and then
But I think Nick scored. Was it Nick that scored the winning run? Maybe.
probably
I thought it was Ronte that scored the winning run.
no. Ronte scored the tying
It is a
run.
tie.
The
Oh.
tying run, yeah.
The fastest, slowest guy.
Yeah,
That's right.
and I was wondering, like, how the hell did he score? Shit,
Yeah.
slow ass. I mean, no offense, but you know, but yeah, like I was just like, if we would have came up tie game, it was
Yeah.
like we had our top guys about to hit, like we could have easily won it. We was home team.
Yeah.
And that was that day where you saw me hit that center field.
Oh, dude, I was sitting there watching. I was like I felt like a little kid at an MLB game, right? Like this fool goes up there and it was Nick, right? Was it Nick? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick throws him a fucking fastball and he don't fucking like it's almost like he told my hand, I'm about to throw this fucking fastball right here. You're gonna swing right there. And he just fucking as fast as it came to fucking Jimmy, as fast as it fucking went out to center. It was a laser line drive. The crazy thing is you said that the one before that
The one
was
before that was even further because it went over the trees. It went over the trees to center field, and then I think CJ took a picture at it on the side of the road.
no shit. Yeah, and it was at Anderson Park.
Yeah.
It was just like you just see it and you're just like, what the fuck just about to happen?
The funny thing is, Nick came up to me after the game. He's like, "Man, the second one." He's like, "Man, Jimmy, you got my number." I was like, "Nah, bro, I don't got your number. But if you give it to me, yeah, I'll call you, bro." I didn't know what he meant at the time until I thought about it later.
Oh
I
man,
was like, "Oh shit, no, he talking about his pitcher."
it's tough, bro. I mean, it's and Nick's a good pitcher, a good competitor and
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
And
Love Nick,
a
man.
good
Yeah.
dope dude and shit. And yeah, I mean, you're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some,
Yeah.
man. I mean, they ended up winning the championship, but I mean, he lost the battle against you.
Well, yeah, but he won the war.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's something like you forget about everything else when you do that. You know
yeah.
what I mean, my team picked me up and we won. I mean, doesn't matter what I did. But like it's Nick, he won the championship. He probably felt good about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I got that video. Fuck these
Oh.
motherfuckers.
Oh, you-
I don't even remember. He's like, fuck these motherfuckers.
Hey, no, I'm not gonna say it. I told Ronte had this look at him that he looked like somebody, but I'm not gonna say it. I'll
Dude,
tell you later.
One of the funniest fucking pictures of that game was when Ronte took a picture next to fucking
That's the
Choice.
picture I'm talking
Yeah.
about. all wet, full of whatever he's on.
Yeah, dude. No. There was that one, but the one next to Choice.
Oh,
Way after the game,
yeah.
Choice is like he's like this, but you could tell like, dude, the Choice could fucking catch him in the back of the alley. He'd fucking kick his ass. Dude. Like, quit throwing this fucking championship in my face, dude. But yeah, but it did look like he had jizzed on. Yeah, that's what you're saying.
It was yeah.
Good game.
I done some crazy stuff. Like it don't hardly ever come out because I'm not that type of guy.
Yeah.
I don't never show emotions like that. But it's happened twice.
And that was one of them when you're
That
fucking
was one of
when
them.
you're ripping up the fucking fence.
I was like, it wasn't. Oh, that was the first one. Yeah, I ripped up the fence. Yeah, I actually ripped it off the fucking pole.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, man, that's not me. I don't even know why I did that. But it happened. Couldn't take it back.
It's the Hulk.
I just hope that they didn't charge me for that.
Somebody's paying for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we got next, Cody?
So I want to mention that the rec league they started as well.
Yeah.
18 teams in the rec league.
God
Jeez.
damn.
18 teams. They don't keep stats, so I'm not going to go through the games. But yeah, that's added quite a few teams.
Yeah.
And the Dreamville, so they won it last season.
Okay.
They must have a hangover as well because they lost the opener.
I want to know where they get these names.
I know, right?
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I've seen some of these names.
Dude,
It's got to be a young thing. I think it's a
Dude,
young.
Yeah,
you
and it's
remember-
the rec league that comes with these names.
No, yeah. Remember Sunday last year they had the creamers?
The
Yep.
creamers, yeah.
Yep.
Like why?
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
And it looked like cream.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
it did.
It was an ice
And-
cream
yeah.
logo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it ice cream?
It was
Hey, I'm not talking shit. My talking shit. A little bit.
A little bit.
You either have to be really good or just really bad
Yeah.
to have that name.
They're really
Yeah.
bad. They're really
Okay,
bad.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I know. I
have
didn't
no-
want to say it.
I don't have no idea why they thought they could compete in that league.
I think they had some potential early on. It was a group of high school players. They had won state or district or something like that. So I think they had some players get hurt, like first game of the season because they hadn't played in a couple of years. But yeah, after that it was struggling getting 9 guys there, and
Yeah.
So I mean, anytime you're playing that battle, whether you have good guys or not, it's rough.
Yeah.
So we had the Friday League also. Jeez. So the opener there, Polar Bears and Cyclones. You guys won 11-1. Postma,
One rule.
Kyle Postma hit a home run for you guys. So the run rule. That's what I was going to ask you. That's instituted this season now.
Yep.
What are the
Fuck,
what's
I
the
don't know.
actual
I
rule?
know you're gonna ask me that. I
Is
was
that
ready for
all
this.
leagues in HBA?
You know, I don't know.
That's a good
I guess
question.
we should have done
So-
our research, but
Yeah.
I actually need to look at it too. It used to be 15 after 7.
Yeah, I think they dropped it. Like it's, I don't know what it is, but it's already been 2 games.
is
like,
it by maybe it's by 10 after 7?
Yeah.
Is it because it's hot?
That's a softball thing, right?
Yeah, I can see that being done in the summer.
Yeah.
Well, shit. On the last Saturday's game.
Yeah, but that didn't happen to us
I
on
should have.
Saturday's
It
game.
could have happened to us. It should have.
It should have.
Maybe nobody
Should have.
Yeah, it should
nobody
have.
implemented it.
Yes, I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
Well, you don't want to be the team to implement it, right?
No.
And I'm glad they didn't say something. But if I was up over 10 after 7 and it was that damn hot,
All right, we done.
yeah.
Well, dude,
Yep.
well,
I'm tired of getting my
I
ass
had
whooped.
played. I played with the Aztecas that Saturday, and we were playing like at 3 in the afternoon. I was like, "Hey, bro, can we do like 3 innings? Can we go do 3 innings and be done? Like that's enough for the game. That should already kind of figure out who's gonna win or not gonna win. We'll just
Yeah.
predict the rest. Like it was fucking hot. Like I mean,
Dude,
I
and that
mean-
dugout is awful. There's no shade if you're
No.
first
Mm.
base and you have
Oh,
a
yeah.
prime time.
no man.
Yeah. No.
I mean, Cyclones they came back and beat the Polar Bears last Friday night season down 10 runs.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
So,
I was part of that.
I
it
mean-
was great.
So they
I mean,
couldn't
it
they couldn't
happens.
reciprocate it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They had a chance, maybe.
It's one of those things where you just you what I tell people, like, you just never know, man. I mean,
Yeah.
we were in the 9th fucking inning. Luis pulls himself out of the game, which rightfully so he should. It's the last fucking inning. All you need is 3 fucking outs, and we score 11 runs.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
So and they
That's
won
what
it.
we talk about.
yeah.
So
Game's not over.
The Polar Bears won it last season, right?
correct.
Yeah.
And
championship.
they lost the first 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It is. It is. I mean,
Do they have the same players?
From what I
Very
understand,
similar.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
it just worked out, man. I mean, I think we lost to the fucking
Pelicans.
Right? Yeah, we lost to Pelicans, and it was like we didn't see that one coming, but fucking they played a hell of a game, man. I mean, what the fuck you gonna do?
And
And it's
Jose,
it's
we already
baseball.
said that, but Jose hit a home run Friday.
For Friday nights.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That guy's always hitting home runs.
yeah, no shit. It's like a little Jimmy,
Nah.
little Jimmy with hair though, like
Better
long
hair.
curl, yeah, like long curl.
Yeah, I got that hot.
Yeah, yeah, you do.
I've been Vidal Sassoon it too.
Oh no, there was another game. Sorry, the Polar Bears, they beat you guys 11-4 this past Friday.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that game got a little out of hand.
Yeah. I said they were 0-2, but they're 1-2.
Yeah,
Blake Hicks, he had a home run.
off of me.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Sorry to bring that up.
No, I mean he nailed the
Got a hold.
shit
Where
out
were
of
y'all play at Mall?
Northern Christian.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Nope. He,
Just try. I see how what you were doing.
No,
it
so-
was that mall. It was that mall.
so what
I
happened?
shouldn't have asked it. I should have said, "Oh, it's just a Mall."
I actually
Yeah.
struck him out, but it was on a check swing. Home plate umpire didn't call it, and we didn't appeal it. After he hit the home run, Evan was in the field. He goes, "If you guys would have asked," he struck
Fucking
out.
Evan.
He be doing that. Ever be doing that sometimes.
Yeah, I think he says that after the fact.
after,
But
yeah.
if he points down to him, he's gonna do
Yeah,
that
Yeah.
safe.
because they never overturned.
Yeah.
I like Evan though, man. He's
Hell
funny.
yeah. All the umpires are fucking cool,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean-
yeah.
Yeah.
When you make a great catch and he gives you a fist stab, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, he was one of the ones that I think I hit a home run, and then I came by and he gave me dap
Oh shit.
crossing home plate.
Yeah, he'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evan's cool.
Evan's
Yeah.
cool.
Not that others aren't.
I will say though, the umpiring over this season and last season, I think has gotten better.
Feel better.
Yeah, yeah.
My favorite umpire though, you know
Bobby.
who it is? Bobby.
And Bobby.
Bobby's hey, he's my man. That's my dude.
He used to eject
Yeah.
Anthony Clarkson every game.
That's my boy though.
Here's the thing. If you're gonna argue with him, he's gonna eject you, dude. That's it. I just tell to everybody, dude. When I would see him, you know, I was like, hey, bro, like, do not step out of line.
Yep.
Why not? I said, I'm just telling you, because if you don't want to listen to me, you're gonna find out. We'll find out.
Yep.
You know, and you know, that's how Bobby was, man. So you know, it's
Cool
just,
dude though, like
cool dude.
super nice, super
Yeah.
friendly. But
Yeah.
if you argue anything on the field, you might as well just grab
Yeah,
your
if
bag
he's
and go.
right. Yep.
Yeah, I never argued with Bobby.
No,
I don't
man.
think I've ever had a situation to argue. I asked him a question and he'd tell me, I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and that's what most of our like umpires want. Like, I forgot his name. I think his name.
I non-verbally argued with him once. Bobby.
One
Did you,
nine,
like have a staring contest?
1-9.
No.
Get back in the box. Get back in the box.
It was a low pitch, and I thought it was ball 4, and so I turn around and I go to flip my bat, right, and before I let it go, I hear a strike, and I didn't let it go, so I'm posing like this, right? I'm posing like this, and then I just turn around. Well, no, before I turn around, and he's like, "My number's 19," so I was like, "Come on, now, come on, 1-9, come on, back in the box, 1-9." Like, okay, you got it. Thought that was a little low.
Just a little.
It's a little low, man. It's like, hey, man.
Because I don't do that. I really like. I let the umpire make the call, right?
Mhm.
But I was so convinced that was a ball.
Yeah. And sometimes it's like that too.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to argue with them. You're like, okay, look, especially on strike 1. Strike 1's low or away or outside. You just give them a look like,
Yeah.
oh, really? It's that type of game.
That's what I mean.
I get it.
Now I know.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, but when you're pitching, you don't say that shit. Like, yeah, hell yeah.
No,
call
you
it.
don't.
Nope.
Or catch it.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
catch it because you want that same thing.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. It's
As long as they're consistent, if they give 3 inches off the plate either way, as long as they're consistent, it's fine.
yeah.
It's just when you get into the inconsistencies where it's like, fuck.
That's when it's a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah.
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 So HTX, you guys are playing Monday too?
To avoid a bye week, we play 2 Monday games.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah, because I see lots of Fridays and then there's Mondays every so
It's
often.
very
Yeah.
confusing.
no, man, their defense was solid.
Yeah.
You know, they came out there like nothing got past them.
No shit.
Our guys were hitting, but they were just making every play that came their way.
HTX.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where'd y'all play at?
Northland
Nothing.
Yeah. And I don't see any stats in here for that.
should have been uploaded, but sometimes the import export on iScore doesn't work.
So you know what I've done?
But they did beat you guys, the Cyclones. I guess you weren't there.
No, I wasn't.
They beat y'all 7-6. Must have been a good game.
It was a walk-off walk.
Was it?
Oh wow.
No shit. Walk off. Walk through. That's
Yeah,
terrible.
Yeah. See, they scored bottom of the
That's
8th.
terrible.
Yep.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Let's see who got the loss. Kyle Postma.
Oh, okay. It's been a little while.
He's got 4 walks. So yeah,
Shit. That's the worst way to go.
in 2/3 inning.
Okay. Yep. So that,
What?
I mean, because it was bases
Damn.
loaded.
He
Yeah.
must have walked the bases loaded.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Man, that hurts. And
That's
you know,
a tough way to lose, man. Because
the third out's always the hardest.
Yeah.
Always.
It really is. Like,
Yeah.
I'll get 2 outs and like 3 pitches, and the next thing you know, I'm 30 pitches in an inning.
Yeah.
What the hell happened?
Yeah, dude.
Can I take those back?
that's why you got. And sometimes it's like an error, right? It's like we should have been out of this inning
Mhm.
No.
8 runs ago. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
So that actually happened on the Twins opening day.
Uh-huh.
I technically threw no hitter through 3 innings, but I have 1 earned run.
Oh wow.
So we had 2 outs, made an error. I walked 3 guys back to back to back.
Oh goodness. And you are all alone out there, right?
Yeah.
Like you want to crawl under that mound. Excuse me, the rubber, right? You just want to crawl under it.
Sweating balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
fuck.
And you don't want to say nothing to your team because then that's
I mean, I
a bad thing to do.
I mean,
I
there's
gave
nothing
it to
to
the
say.
guy.
right?
It was a tough
Yeah.
play either way, but it went in the books as an error, and And you should never walk 3 guys as a pitcher.
No.
So
No,
that's on
sure
me.
A lot of times
So-
it happens after an error, though.
Yep.
Yeah. Or the error or that first walk scores.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a leadoff walk has like over 70% chance of scoring.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What do we got for HHL?
Well, before we move to HHL, we should shout out the other MVPs, right?
Oh yeah.
For the weeknight.
Yep.
So we mentioned Jose, Tyler.
Tyler Zarella. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So 2 naturals, 1 Marlin,
Paco.
which is Francisco Gutierrez,
Correct. Yep.
and then 1 Sultanes,
Yeah, Robert Cortez.
Robert Cortez.
Yeah. That dude gets smacked.
So 2 hitters, 2 pitchers, or just whatever? How do they do it?
Yep, 2 and 2. So
Okay.
Francisco is Marlins pitcher.
Okay.
Solid guy. He pitched for them on Saturdays last season too.
The silhouettes don't give it away.
No,
I'm just asking.
they
No,
do not because.
I'm the artist behind that shit.
Oh, okay. Look like maybe if there was a picture of them, maybe.
I asked for that. And
I
they
seen
said
it was
go with
blank.
that.
Yeah.
They
Well,
told
see,
me-
not everyone's looking at that.
The only
so-
person who gets pictures is Austin Goebel.
dude, you know what's funny? Can I say something about that? So a pitcher's pose is a fucking pitcher's pose, right? Like you fucking seen one, you've seen them fucking all, right? It's the same fucking pose, right? So when I did the poster for the opening season, I honestly just went through and just picked action shots, right? Like I'm like, oh, like something looks cool, let me just pick it. And somebody goes, hey man, so you're not gonna put the MVP on there, which was Austin Coble. And I made that comment. I'm like, bro, it's like the same fucking look. Like if you had the pitcher making a fucking badass play, okay, sure, that'd be cool. But it's the same fucking pose for every fucking pitcher. And so I was like, I had nothing to do with it. I didn't want to put him, Austin Coble on there. There's already enough pictures of Austin Coble. There's already enough pictures of fucking Tim Jones. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's enough, right, bro? We get it. You guys are fucking badass. Let's get some other guys in there. So.
I mean, but it does look empty. Like you've seen the emails, right?
Yeah.
It's just something's missing.
Like a bunch of shadows.
Okay,
Yeah.
it wasn't mine. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And but here's the thing. I will say this is that a lot of those guys I don't recognize other than Gavan. Like
Yeah.
I kind of was like, hey, if you want me to do these pictures, you need to fucking find these guys for me so I can put them on there. And I don't know that they've been in the league long enough to have those pictures taken out.
I mean, at least they didn't get a weird ass picture posted on.
Bro, you know what's funny? You know
Stick
what's
figures.
no, you know what's funny about that picture? So I hit you up, right? Like, hey, give me
Yeah.
the thing, and you responded. I was like too impatient. I'm like, hey, let me get it out because we're gonna go on YouTube. So I go through. I'm like, oh yeah, he was in the All-Star. And I remember I went. I really did notice how fucked up you looked in there. And like I had 2 comments. Hey, what's up with that face,
Dude,
All right.
yeah, I was like, you couldn't have picked a better picture.
I know, dude. I was like, damn, I didn't even really pay attention to it. I just fucking threw this motherfucker in there. And of course, I couldn't. I was like, I'm sure I didn't want to dig far up, but I go, I remember the one from the video. And I just took a screenshot of the earlier video.
Should have took the one of the Southwest commercial.
Yeah, right. Where you let go of the fucking bat. There's many of those. We did in the home run derby too. What do we got for HHL?
So HHL Desperados, they won the Open Division.
yeah, man. They
Yeah.
beat the Canes.
They did. However, the Canes, they still on top of their game in the 40 and up.
Yeah.
They won the championships there. And this was a shocker also. The Marauders won the 35 and up.
Yeah.
When you just thought Dean was going to keep on rolling
Yeah.
with
We
the
thought,
Cyclones.
I
Yeah.
thought he was too.
Like, wham, bam. What happened there?
And there's no more 30 and up, man. This season.
So moving forward, yeah.
How did it make y'all
That's-
feel?
I don't know, man. I feel like
How
that's
does it make me feel? A little relaxed.
Yeah.
one less thing you gotta do, but
For one less league to play in. Sometimes when you
So
get
there's
older, it's a
that.
little better.
yeah, one less choice. But
Yeah.
but I think it's
But
kind
it
of
stings because that's how I started. When I moved back to Houston, that's what I started with.
30 and up.
And I was
Yeah.
there pretty much the whole time. Past
They said they're
8
gonna,
years.
they said they're gonna bring it back for spring, which I think is more wishful thinking than really being.
Yeah, because they don't have 35 plus this
But I don't
year,
want to
huh?
play only 3 teams,
Yeah.
right? It's like you're playing the
Yeah, I
same
know.
every other week,
Yeah.
Or sometimes if you have 3 games a week, it's every week.
That's how it was for a little while, HHL, like a
Yeah.
couple years ago, right?
Yeah.
We played you guys a gang of times.
Yeah, it was, dude, and it can be good because now you know I know the pitcher, I know what's going on,
Yeah.
and you can make that adjustment. It's like when you have your bats consecutive when the lineup turns over fairly quickly, you can make your adjustments, right? That's what it feels like when we were playing each other. Like,
Yeah.
all right, cool, yeah, it sucks because we're not playing different people, but hey, wait a minute, I'm getting used to the Thunder. I think we can maybe beat them if we
Yeah.
do this or that, but it just it does it's better when it's a variety, man.
Yeah.
Especially if you always lose to those teams.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're those bottom of the barrel people. We need to get some more wins here.
We need some wins.
And then you realize you're the bottom of the barrel.
Well, yeah, when only 4 teams.
I personally prefer to face teams 2 or 3 times, just because sometimes you do lose those games by 1 run, and you're like, dude, I want to run it back.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if you only see them
Yeah.
once, and it's like, well, maybe I'll see you in playoffs.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That was like HBA last year with 14 teams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
been once. That's it.
And you know that I think what was it, Code 45, not
Mhm.
playing the teams that we should have had them play so we can move up one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I think
dude.
that hurt us
Yep.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's tough, man.
Yeah.
It's tough because it just I think it's already a couple seasons where we end up in 8th place, and it's no fun being in 8th place because you're playing the number 1 team, and
Mhm.
it's just an uphill battle. It just it's a no go.
Well, I would love to see the box score from that Marauders game, but
No.
unfortunately, I don't have anything.
Freaking
just,
Dean,
just the score.
freaking Dean could have updated it.
And then the Tigers, 55 and up, champions.
Hey, the THA season opened up this Monday, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys back? Are you back in or? Well, I know you
no,
retired.
yeah,
so you're not even
no.
coaching at all.
No.
Oh, the Rockhounds in there?
Rockhounds are out. We just I just decided to go through it, and then Jonathan was gonna try to do it again, but some of the guys didn't respond, so ended up not doing it this year.
Hmm.
So figured get the first one, be out.
Dude,
Yeah,
let it
they're
go.
gonna remember
Nobody
the
can
first
take
one.
it from you.
Yeah,
I agree,
Like-
man. They're gonna remember the first
who,
one.
Who won the first one?
Yeah, exactly.
Rockhounds
Rockhounds.
did.
That's
It's gonna sting more because it was Jimmy.
it. Yeah, and he hit the walk off.
Yeah, nah.
So the Cyclones went in there undefeated. They were 10 and 0,
Yes.
and the Marauders were 5 and 5.
See, and that's
Baseball.
with baseball. That's baseball.
Yeah.
That's why I love the game.
Yeah.
And that's Joe. That's Joe's team.
yeah.
Mhm.
Joe, the president. Yeah.
Banasic.
What the
Banasic.
the
HHL.
Marauders?
Yeah.
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 He's been the coach for the longest, right?
Right.
Yeah. When we were 30.
Well, I mean, you remember when we were on the Marauders?
Yeah.
Well, that Stewart was running it at the
Yeah.
time. Essentially, it was Joe's team.
Joe's team,
Yeah.
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 you were the
That's how
Marauders?
Adam was
I was
when
on
he
the
was with the
Marauders.
Cyclones.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
When Adam was running the
Cyclone.
Cyclones
Yeah.
back in Naba.
Yeah, I remember that. I got to
Oh,
face him.
yeah.
I got
Yeah.
to face him.
I faced him a couple times too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I only faced him once, and it was funny because back then when we first came into the league, or when I came into the league, I'm sorry. If you played the Cyclones, you played a Spring Spirit, because now Spring Spirit, like there's fucking reg league plays in there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or yeah, I think reg league
Yeah.
plays there.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Everybody does, right?
All of
Well,
the Pirate games. Most of our games are spring shirt.
But I remember that was like the gem, right? Like oh, if you want to play, well, if you say I'm gonna play a Spring Spirit, it's because you'll play a Cyclone.
And back then it was when we was playing with the Lookouts, it was Faith West
Oh wow, you played at Faith West, the one in
Yeah.
Katy.
and Katie.
Oh wow.
Yeah, when they was building the 99.
What about the there was a school in the Woodlands or Conroe area? Oh man. D.D. Towler, I think, played there. No, maybe not.
I think I know which one you're talking about. We played there a couple times. It was like by Sci-Fair High or something, a little bit
it
past
was,
in
it was
there.
a
No, I
turf,
didn't.
turf field.
Yeah.
Not me.
I mean,
I actually like Spring Spirit.
I do too.
Like out of all the fields,
Me too.
I feel like even though there's not a batter's eye, like I can see the ball so much better at Spring Spirit.
But I like when you're playing infield, like it's true bounces.
Mhm.
Like it's like you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
It's
And
kind of
it's funny when you see
right?
somebody slide
The
Yeah.
sliding is
Yeah.
fabulous, right?
fast.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I mean, where else are you going to overslide a bag?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to, but
Yeah.
you can, and it'll happen.
I started the slide. I mean, our last game when I started the slide, I started way early, like 3/4 of the way.
Yeah.
I threw myself, and then I still had to hop to get there because I stopped too fast. I thought I was gonna get there, but I didn't. So I had to pull myself to second base. Like shit.
It happens, man. But I like that field.
It's tough right now because it's just so hot,
Yeah, man.
and it's even hotter on the ground.
It
Oh
is.
man.
And third base dugout is better because it has 2 benches, right? But if you notice, first base side only has 1 aluminum bench,
Mhm.
and then just a big empty space.
And it depends too, because sometimes they're like out in left field,
Oh yeah,
and you have to bring them in, or
Yeah.
they're on the bullpen. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you think
Prep
there should be a
work.
season during the summer?
say again.
You think there should be a season during the summer?
Not summer like this, man. I think we should go 3 innings and be done.
Well, it's funny because essentially this isn't. It's supposed to be fall. I mean the season, not
Yeah.
the actual
Yeah,
The
like
the
summer-
baseball season.
the summer league.
weeknight
Yeah,
league
well,
was
I mean,
awesome.
like a
Right,
summer
yeah.
league.
yeah,
Yeah,
the summer
because-
weeknight league was awesome. It wasn't. I mean, it was hot, right?
That technically,
But-
yeah,
Yeah.
that
I
was
think
your
it-
summer
like,
league.
at nighttime, I think is
It's
like
fine.
summer should be at night.
Yeah.
And if you can,
But
know
you
what I
got
mean?
started at what 7:30?
Depend like on the field, but
7,
7:15.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Which the sun is
It's
going down.
You still
right.
get about an hour, but it's like
Yeah.
90
It's
instead
not
of
as
100.
beaming because man,
Yeah.
that's sun, man.
But 6 o'clock, dude. We started at 6, and it was awful
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
because the sun is not down. Instead, it provides no shade, and it's
Oh.
right on you in the dugout.
Oh, dude.
At mall
That's
at
where
that
it was,
time,
yeah.
Yeah.
and it's bad because that's
First
when you
base.
have that big old spot, that building that's in the middle, and the sun reflects
Oh,
off of
yeah.
there, and you can't see nothing for a little bit.
Dude, Pinto was in the dugout and he was like, "Hey man, he's like, hey man, who's the coach of this team? He's new to the team." And I'm like, "I am." He goes, "What the fuck you doing out there?" Because I was at the benches. I'm like, "Cause I'm standing up because if you get to the last bench on the bleachers, like it's shaded, like
Yeah,
because you even when you're in the dugout, you can stand up, but the way the sun starts.
Well,
to
when
come,
we first got there, you could stand up, right?
Yeah.
And that's what we were doing the lineup,
Yeah.
standing up, because there was a little bit of shade. But when it kept going down, you lost
That's
that.
it.
You
Like we had to
lost
go
it.
behind the dugout,
yeah,
it's
dude,
crazy.
or we're just gonna cook.
yeah.
fucking
They
sucks.
should
dude.
just rent out the Astrodome.
That's it. That's what they
Just
should
rent
do.
it out to us.
Yeah.
The Astrodome,
Yeah,
no,
fix it up.
no more seats.
It's all right,
Man,
man.
you don't need seats.
Yeah,
We just need the field.
we don't need that many people.
Yeah.
The people are gonna show up. It's gonna be a few of us.
Right.
They're in the dugout. People are gonna show up.
Lawn chairs.
That's all I got.
That's all you got. Okay.
I mean, where are we at with Obrera? Probably still playing.
Well, Obrera's. I'm not even tapped into Obrera, but I know.
Okay, well then forget I said that.
But we can, shout out, Jordan's team. Well, you're part of that team, the Indians,
And
Have they? I mean,
the
have they
Metropolitana.
played a championship game yet?
No, we have 2 more games. Well, they weren't going to play them, but now I heard that they are going to play them. So it's 2 more weeks left, and then the playoffs start.
And this is the same season that was going on before we took a break.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we 12-0.
Yeah.
You know,
How many bombs you got over there?
1 or 2.
Oh yeah.
I only played 2 games.
That's all you need, man. That's all
Yeah,
you need.
I only played 2 games because, like I said, I've been in Dallas, and then I went to Vegas for the pool
You
tournament.
think you hit a home run with the pull stick? If you tried?
If it was hard enough,
Yeah, I think you
Maybe.
could. I
maybe.
could see him doing it.
It'll probably break.
Maybe with a ping pong ball.
Did you know I broke?
Do
my
you know
other
anything
ball
about
bat.
physics?
Yeah.
I feel like, but I think Jimmy could do anything he wants.
Okay.
Hey, bomb bats are not supposed to break, right?
Yeah.
I broke 2 already.
Yeah. Well, it's good, but to be fair, you throw them on the fucking dugouts.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe it has something to do with
Maybe.
it. I mean,
maybe
I
a little bit.
I don't
You're not
believe-
supposed to
you know.
cork those bats though, otherwise they will break.
They don't know that though. I was trying to get the replacement for one and shit, but they wouldn't give it to me.
no shit. They
You know what's
wouldn't.
crazy though? Depending on where the bat breaks,
Wait,
is
what?
when they'll give you the warranty.
Where? It breaks?
Where?
I think
Because
so.
if it breaks on the barrel, you get the warranty.
Yep.
But if it breaks on the handle, you don't. Crazy, right?
Well, I could see that.
Yeah.
They're probably like, well, I'm not going to pay for someone who doesn't know how to hit a baseball.
Yeah, but and the handle, like Literally, like, okay, you know how they paint the bats,
Mm.
and if you ask for a two-tone bat, sometimes you get a green and then maybe a gray or something.
Yeah.
It breaks right there at that part.
But
Every
see,
time.
but that's the whole. Who the fuck breaks a bat at the fucking barrel? Rarely do you do that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You usually break it out the fucking handle. So then it's like the whole myth of them buying a bat, buy one bat, and you never have to buy another one is a
Yeah.
bunch of lies.
That
But
one only lasts me 6 months.
Damn. But you do smack the shit out of the fucking ball though, man. Like I feel like that ball. I feel like that fucking thing bends in the air and shit. You're fucking.
Have you ever seen it in slow motion?
I've seen and the MLB guys do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
like it
It
bends.
looks crazy, right?
Yeah,
When
like
they hit the ball like
yeah,
that.
you wouldn't think it.
It
fucking
flexes the way it does.
flexes,
Yeah.
Even the ball will flex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Like I seen you know how you see the matrix of the bat when you swing it? You know, I like every time I hit and I tell people, hey, you know, you want to hit good, you want to hit level, swing it back. Look at the matrix of the bat, make sure it's level when you're swinging. You can see that like the shadow, you know what I mean?
Mm.
You can see that if as long as you do that and you keeping it level, you know, nice little level swing, you'll hit the ball hard every time.
Yeah.
You know. But seeing that in slow motion, like how the bat bends, it's just
Yeah.
doing this and it's just
It's dumb looking, right?
crazy.
Yeah. It's not supposed to do that.
Metal does that too. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mel does that too, man. They showed a video of Juan Sanchez, his dad hitting a home run at Astrodome when it was open. I guess Leo Rivera played an All-Star game there,
Mhm.
and his dad hit a home run, which is hard to believe. 'Cause I've seen his dad now, and does not look like the body type that would hit a fucking home run, but he fucking did, dude.
Well, sure. Imagine Altuve in like 30 years.
Right?
Yeah.
But
You
you know,
look-
did you ever see a '70s game where they like brought like the old timers, and the guy was like 60 or 70, and he fucking hit a bomb.
Yep. Yep.
Hit a fucking bomb. So I mean, I guess you got it. I mean, I can see Jimmy doing that, right?
Yeah. I mean, you
Yeah.
probably don't lose it.
Softball.
So
If you lose anything, it's timing, right? The mechanics
Oh yeah.
probably not going to change.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's always gonna get stuck in your head.
Yeah.
You'll know how to do it. Maybe the bones won't work as same, you know, but yeah, you always know how to swing a bat.
Unless you always swing it wrong. And so the more you swing, it's just the farther off track you're going.
You're
I think that's my problem.
You'll catch it one. You'll catch it one of those pitches.
one day they'll throw it to my bat. Yeah.
Yeah.
No shit. Okay, well, appreciate you guys jumping on, man. Being on the first show. I don't know if we're gonna do YouTube again, guys, because I can't.
So what do we got? 7 guys, 2 hours. Hey, that's
That's a pretty long, lengthy time. But yeah, we did 2 hours. We got the time here, but I just don't like this format, man. I mean, you've been here before, Jimmy. Where you
I
seen
can
it?
see it.
I can read it, but
Yeah.
I had.
but I don't know
noticed
who's right.
Yeah, well,
Well, the bottom is the
newest.
The newest.
Yeah,
No, yeah, I get that, but they're not like names.
yeah, like Cabrera
it.
87.
Well, it's going to be based off of their Google or their YouTube
Yeah.
login
Yeah.
name. Yeah, so I guess that
And
makes it
why
hard.
would you
Like, I
put your
don't-
whole name on there?
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Or Pedro Jimenez.
yeah. I mean, there's some dude. It's just funky, man. Like I can't even like the comments. These people are like the comments. It's just
The screen looks good.
D.
It's
Cotton.
funny. We see more of ourselves than the comments, but on the flip side, we saw more comments than
yes.
ourselves on Facebook.
And maybe I was wondering if I could. Yeah, it just looks a little. Yeah, you're right. I wish I could make it bigger. Now this is in 1080p. That's the other thing too. That's one thing. That's one of the reasons I wanted to
Okay.
come over to this. Was
Now
1080.
we got to redo this whole thing
Why?
because you got to get it at 1080.
No, this is 1080.
You just said it wasn't.
No, this one thing is good about.
Oh, that it is 1080.
Yeah.
Oh.
The other thing with Facebook Live, it's 720, and then when it saves it, it goes down to 420.
Oh,
Yeah, like I mean, it look like fucking Android phones.
you
I
might
mean,
even be able to
iPhones.
edit some of this interface though.
Well, there's really
So-
nothing to look at here.
What do you mean? Say what? What
You might be able to edit some of this interface.
do you mean?
So like right down there in the bottom right hand corner,
Oh,
you
edit.
see edit. I don't know what that will allow you to edit, but you might be able to
No, that's not.
do some of your other customizations.
Yeah,
with-
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we gave it a try.
Hey, Jordan, what's up, dog?
Oh, all of a sudden, look who shows up. Jordan,
Yeah.
this fucking guy.
Hey,
Go
we're up to 8
Indians,
now.
bro.
We're at 8 now. Yeah, we were up a little higher earlier.
12
but,
and 0.
but okay. Well, appreciate you guys coming on. Hope you guys had a good time, and we'll see. We'll continue to have more championships. You win championships, you come on the show, man. I
Appreciate
mean, I know
y'all
you're
having
retired.
us.
I know you're fucking tired, but
Hey, I'm gonna do some Muay Thai stuff, and then I'm gonna post that.
you
So
still got a Pirates jersey, your size. So
Yeah.
we got Donkey back, and we got Pinto. Three big motherfuckers, man.
You
Oh,
fit
so
right
y'all,
in.
so y'all
Fit-
don't need me no more.
No,
Y'all
we
got
do
big
it.
No,
people,
no, no. You
dog.
fit right in.
You fit right in, man.
You
know?
guys are at that stage where you guys are too good now.
Yeah, right. Okay, what the fuck did the Redbird do to us, bro?
You talk about the Redbirds. Now, if you get like no disrespect to them, but like the Red Sox or something like that.
Yeah. No, but I mean, this is my thing. Last season we lost 1-0. 1-0
On an error.
on an error, yeah.
Oh,
It was-
actually, two errors. A guy was at first base, right? It was a pickoff attempt, I think. That was the first error. And then the throw to try to get him at second. It was the second error, and he scored on that.
Oh,
yeah, that's the game. Remember, you left early. You had to go to the Aztecas game. I ended up going over there a little later too, but
was it that game?
yeah,
was
was
it the
that-
one at the school?
yes, at the school, yeah. 1-0,
okay,
dude.
okay,
1-0. You know what I
Which
mean?
I don't see that on here anymore. I guess we're not playing there. The Lutheran.
Yeah, probably in the
Oh, spring.
Yeah.
spring. But you know what I mean? It just don't fucking let that deter
That's
you
what-
from fucking calling me up,
That's when
motherfucker.
Osborne just didn't want to throw to me that day, bro.
Nobody wanted to throw it. No, it was Stewart, bro. It was
No,
Stewart. It was Stewart.
You think he
Stewart.
was?
100% it was Stewart. He told me. It was
Oh,
100%.
he told you.
Yes.
Oh.
He gave him the four. Like, we're not like I don't remember if I think one was intentional, but the other one was like, hey, don't throw many balls. Like, they just weren't gonna. But think about this.
That's crazy though.
That's how Stewart thinks, and that's what makes him a good coach. Is that
Yeah.
is that he goes, dude, if I get, even if it's because the mistake that our coaching staff made was like, oh, they're not gonna walk Jimmy. I'm like, dude, you don't know Stewart. He is gonna walk. He's not gonna take a chance at Jimmy because the last game went to extra innings and we walked it off. So why would you risk one run? Think about it. If you had hit a
Yeah.
bomb, we would have been extra innings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it could have been a completely different fucking game. Or if you hit 2-run bomb, different game. So it's
I
like
mean,
you can't take those risks.
Even getting on base, I mean, you add pressure to defense, pressure to pitching, everything changes.
Everything changes, yeah.
Even just a single.
Yeah, exactly. So it was one of those things where like he didn't take the risk and he was smart. It paid off. And then here we blow this one like, God damn. So
it happens.
it happens.
It happens.
It is what it is. But I appreciate you guys coming out, and we'll end this stream.
Cool. Thanks.
Good night.
Gracias.